3, 2, 1. What's going on, motherfuckers? Welcome to the Crocs and Hot Pockets podcast. Today is Sunday, April 22nd, 2018, and this is episode number 59. Today's show is a free-for-all, and I'm joined by Salty Sam, Middle-Aged Stream, and Mr. 42. If you guys would like to support the show, ask a question, ask any advice, or give us any kind of feedback at all, feel free to leave the fuck is going on.
Alerts.
I turned those off. What the shit? Ah, God damn it. All right. Well, Speed has never officially left the podcast. He's still with us.
He's a ghost.
If you guys want to leave any kind of feedback, you guys know you can always review the podcast on iTunes or send me an email at crocs@knackers.com with whatever the fuck you feel like. So what we're going to do, we're going to go around the room, introduce you guys to everybody here. They will throw out their social media, and we'll get the show on the road. So Salty Sam, we'll start with you, my sir.
My name is Salty Sam. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter at TheSaltySam. And Instagram, Salty All Day.
My name is Jimmy, aka Middle Age Stream. You can find me on Twitch and Instagram at Middle Age Stream, and on Twitter at Middle Age Stream because of the stupid character limit.
I am Mr. 42, and I'm on Instagram and Twitch at Mr. 42, and then also on Twitter at Mr. 42 TV.
Hi, my name is Knackers. You guys can find me on this very channel or on Twitter and Instagram at Knackers with 3 A's. I don't know if it's me getting the bronchitis or if Molson just gives me milk throat.
Milk throat.
I'm starting to talk and it's just getting a little thick in the esophagus.
You guys switch back to that wine you've been sipping on, man.
I know. You know, I went to the liquor store today just to grab something to have for the show. And we've been doing really good about not buying beer to have in the house. I've kind of fallen off that wagon this past week. A, because we found motherfucking Soft Parade Shandy for sale at the liquor store near us. So that is extremely rare. And so I had to pick that up. And then Molson cans were 3 for $5. 3 tall boys for $5. Are you fucking kidding me? I'll take a beer belly for $5. Speaking of milk throat, I posted this in Discord today, but there was a Twitter account that followed me. Her name is Belinda Phillips. She's a porn bot, but the Twitter bio says, "You sperm on my mouth," with a smiley face, with sperm
It
and
says
mouth
it just like that.
in all caps. I'm guessing Belinda is Russian because there's no other person that normally speaks like that. You sperm on my mouth. I can't tell if that's just Google Translate failing Russia or if they specifically put it like that to okay, tits aren't enough to get these gamers and nerds. We need to start being funny too. And so therefore,
I feel like if you put jizz on the fucking Google Translate, it's probably not going to come up with a good way to translate that.
All right.
You jizz in my mouth.
Good shit.
Not in.
On.
Yeah.
And in all caps.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the other thing. How much surface area of mouth do you have on your face that isn't lips?
It depends on whether your mouth's open or not.
Right, but is mouth only internal face and not outernal?
I would say this is your face.
Okay.
Right.
Wait,
Salty, you sound very familiar with when you speak like that. Okay, so in respects to and paying homage to, is a hot dog a sandwich? Can you sperm on a mouth, or can you only sperm in a mouth?
I think Salty should answer this.
I really think the latter. I have to say the latter. It's in, not on.
Right. Okay. So there's no on the mouth.
But if we're talking about Russian porn bots right off the bat tonight, they probably don't have the best English grammar you've ever heard in your life either.
You sperm on my mouth.
Own it. Just
So-
own it.
I'm gonna have to respond to Belinda here and tell her to go back to motherfucking school because that do not exist here.
Yeah.
Unless like Russians are born with more mouth than us.
Weenie said if you hold your lips closed, but are your lips your mouth?
Right. And at what part does lips turn into gums?
Was it 420 like 2 days ago? Where did this conversation go?
It's 420 every day, bro, here on the Crocs and Hot Pockets experience.
I'm just thinking of the random person on iTunes who said, hey, this looks like a cool show. Let me listen to the latest episode. And this is what they're getting to start with.
Sperm on my mouth.
Welcome, new listener.
They're gonna get the intro. Hi, welcome to Crocs and Hot Pockets. Oh, they got an intro to their podcast. Let me fast forward 2 minutes. Sperm on my mouth. Well, I mean, honestly, like
unsubscribe.
That is the best way to decide whether or not you're gonna fit in somewhere. So why not?
Sperming on somebody's mouth.
Yeah, let's stop beating around the bush, okay? With like clickbait titles to try and get you in here. Just if I've ever become a boss somewhere and I have to do interviews, it's like, oh hi, how you doing today? Oh no, I'm doing pretty well. So sperm mouth. What do you think? And how they answer that is going to depend on whether they get a job or not.
On or in.
On or in. And it's a hot dog, a sandwich, and a cereal soup. Hot soup! All right. So, as it should be, like, intensely apparent by now, we're all drinking. So, the question is, what are we drinking? So, Salty, start with you.
I'm drinking the shittiest, well, not the shittiest beer I have in my fridge. Because it's the only beer I have in my fridge.
Is that still RLCS beer?
No.
Okay.
No. This is last night beer. So that's it for me.
For those of you that have been very observant and paying attention, you may have noticed that I've actually been drinking from two different things because I'm trying to do my best Mickey Mantle impression, working on my liver. And I have currently the Professor Black Sour Cherry Stout beer, which is absolutely delicious, and it pairs very nicely with the Jameson Caskmates Stout Edition whiskey on the rocks, of course.
When I first heard sour stout, I got the same stink face I got when I heard chocolate cheese. Now, chocolate cheese ended up still tasting like absolute shit ass, but sour stout, on the other hand, quite fantastic.
There can be some. I've had some bad ones, but I don't buy them. I'm pretty particular about the beer I purchase, and they're good. They're good.
Roger.
I am drinking the same stuff from last week. The local brewery, Big Rock Brewery, Kristallweisen.
Somebody had to replace Speed Demon in the drink department. Just no variety. No variety at all.
Do you want me to drink water?
Tea.
I would have water would have been different than last week.
Well, I got it in a glass this week instead of the bottle.
I don't see you shitting on Salty. He was drinking some of that same shitty Bud Light the other week.
No respect.
No respect.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Miss 42. I take it back.
It's okay. I'm sorry too.
Psych!
I'm sorry too.
Well, you have to be sorry. You are like, it's like in your DNA.
Yeah.
Sorry.
All right. Well, what have been up to, boys?
As normal, I don't really think I've been that busy, but I guess once I started typing it out, I was like, I've done a lot of shit in the last 2 weeks. Tore down my lawnmower and put it all back together. I hadn't done any work on that thing since I bought it like 6 years ago. So I replaced every fucking thing you're supposed to replace. Took the blades off, sharpened them, put everything back together, re-leveled it. And then I pulled it. Yeah.
I've owned lawnmowers for many years. I've never done anything to them except for oil and gas. Should I be?
Spark plugs. It depends. I mean, if you have like a push mower, that's pretty much all you have: oil, gas, and spark plugs, and air filter. There might be an air filter that you can just blow out with air.
And that's something that it's replace it when it breaks, pretty much.
I don't know.
Because
I want it to. I'm extremely I fucking hate mowing grass. I used to love it because I was so busy that was like my time of fucking quiet peace.
Solidarity.
Mhm.
But now it's like I have to do it in the middle of the fucking day between dropping my son off at daycare and picking him up. So it's always balls hot, and I fucking hate spending 2 hours out in my yard.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of mowing
if it's
anymore.
just riding along, like I need to get a fucking robot for this.
Wait, you have a riding mower?
Yeah, fuck yeah. I'm not.
And you still hate it?
It takes 3 hours to push mow that yard.
Yeah, fuck that.
That was worth it. That was
Nah.
worth the money.
I will say I used to have to mow the lawn at my old place, and now I miss it. Now that I don't have to mow a lawn anymore.
Really?
Yeah, because like Salty said, it's a good time to just be outside and listen to music. But at the same time, I don't miss it because there's some days where I get home and I'm like, I'm fucking exhausted. I don't want to be outside anymore.
I
My
just
old
paid
house, I
teenagers.
fucking loved it.
There you go.
I
Yeah.
just paid teenagers in my neighborhood to do it. I'm like, screw it, you know.
I
But
mean, I just don't. I'm too cheap to pay somebody to do it, but I also fucking hate it. So maybe that'll be something. I changed my mind on taking trash to the dump like 2 years ago, and I'll never fucking go back to doing that. So I feel like I'll just be fucked. It's just like every other subscription based service I have. I'll just start paying for it, and if I'm not totally broke, then that's just the way it's going to be from now on.
See, I've just come to accept the subscription. It's just a new way of how all businesses are doing pay models. It's all just pay monthly for it instead of buying it outright. I've just learned to accept it.
It sucks.
It does.
I
It
hate that
does.
shit.
Because it's working. It's why companies are still in business.
Well, see, they just don't give you the fucking option.
Right.
They make it to the point where you're so fucking reliant on whatever it is that you'll pretty much do anything to keep it. That's how Netflix has raised their price like $4 over the past 3 years.
42, over the past couple of years, has your Tim Hortons coffee gone up?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
I noticed.
Because when I first started drinking Timmy's, it was like 190 something US for an extra large black. And now it's like 220 something. It's gone up like 30 or 40 cents within the past couple of years. I'm like, what the fuck, Timmy's?
Yeah,
Spare
there was
me.
a time. There was a time where it was. I always just get a large at work, and now I know it's gone up because now it's sitting at $2 exactly. So
Okay.
it's easy because I can just take out a 20 at the start of the week if I really want to, and then I just piece away at it.
Your coffee is cheaper than mine? With the conversion?
Well, you said you get extra large, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I get a large. $2.
Oh, okay. I'm actually surprised you don't get an extra large.
can I stop you both for a second? Do you
No! Yes, you
do you guys not make your own coffee at home usually? Do you go places to get coffee?
Depends how late I wake up.
For me, it's usually easier just because I'm driving around all day and bringing coffee to work is difficult. And I usually like to have, and like it's usually a lot easier for me to bring or get coffee at work because then the time that I can actually drink it in the truck is right after I kind of get my workday started. Whereas if I bring coffee to work, then I'm usually having to finish it before I start. Otherwise, it's a pain in the ass to carry around.
Okay.
For me, it's one Keurig cup is like 3/4 of a generic travel coffee mug. And that pisses me off. I want a full cup. I'm the kind of person that likes to wake up and do the minimal amount of things before I have to leave for work. Wake up, shower, brush my teeth, walk out the fucking door. Like if I have to do anything else in the morning,
too.
Sometimes.
Okay.
Sometimes I put my clothes in the car so that I can get dressed while driving, while watching Twitch. Joke.
Impressive.
It was a joke.
He's not.
So, and just like, okay, I want to make 8 cups of coffee, and then there's usually 2 left over. Sometimes Winnie drinks it, sometimes she doesn't. And then there's a dirty pot. And then you got to deal with like every day I have a plastic bag, a meal prep container, a water canteen, and a travel coffee mug that I have to bring to and from work every day. And that's fucking annoying. It's
Don't you have
really
like a
annoying.
bag? Because like I have a bag, like a duffel bag. I'm a coach too, so I throw my other clothes, but like I throw my lunchbox and
Oh.
all that shit in there.
See, I hate the environment, so I just use like disposable plastic bags that we
Oh.
get from the grocery store.
You need to get a bag.
I do. I need to get a lunch bag. We just get so many plastic bags from the grocery store. So I'm like, well, I should just try and use these. And it's like, do I throw them out and kill the environment, or use them and then throw them out and kill the environment? It's like I don't know what to do with my hands.
Same.
So I need to get like some sort of lunchbox, but the canteen's 44 ounces. It's fucking massive. The meal prep containers are, this giant thing. So I've been trying to make my coffee because it's cheaper and it's a good way to save money. But sometimes I'm just like, I just need to get the fuck out of the house, drive through coffee, $2, and just call it a day. And then I can throw the paper cup out when I'm done and move on.
Yeah. Well, the reason I ask is one, it's a lot cheaper. I just have a Keurig, but I have one of those like Yeti little things that keeps it hot. Like it doesn't. Like a little tumbler, like a little 8-ounce Yeti. Yeah, exactly. The small version of that for coffee, and it'll stay hot in that sucker for like hours.
Yeah.
So,
Oh yeah.
I have one of those, and then I'll finish it probably right before my first class starts for the day, and then I'll go because my buddy also has a Keurig at work, and so I keep Keurigs there, and then I usually have 2 cups of coffee.
I drink way too much coffee.
How many ounces do you drink a day?
How many ounces of coffee?
Yeah. Do you know?
No.
Yes.
So like,
if I'm at work, let's say tomorrow night, if I'm supposed to be working night shift, and I fucking spend 12 hours in a room that I can't fucking leave, so I can't smoke. And for those of you that know, I smoke. So I drink a lot of fucking coffee. If I wasn't drinking 6 or 8 16-ounce cups of coffee a day, I'd be surprised.
okay.
So
For
hundreds of ounces.
Hundreds. Okay. So I was bringing my my hydro flask to work, and I was filling that up with 44 ounces of coffee, and that by the end of the day, like an 8-hour work shift, was a lot. And then I was like, you know what? It's probably not a good idea to be drinking this. I mean, it's all black coffee. It's all just fucking natural beans and water. But still, like that amount of caffeine might not be the best. But fuck it.
The biggest problem is it dehydrates you so much. If you're drinking that much coffee, it's not the caffeine you got to worry about as much. For most healthy people, it's just you need to be drinking a lot of water to go with it because it will dehydrate you. Yeah.
I don't drink.
What are you talking about? You bring a 44-ounce.
Well, now I do, but sometimes I bring that thing to work with me full, and it comes home with me full.
Well, you're still better off than most people, I think. At least
it's hard, man. Trying to drink water sucks if you don't like it.
I know, dude. Don't even get.
I work in an area where I have access to fresh reservoir water, and I still don't like drinking it. Get the
I work
freshest
with water all day, and I still don't
Yeah.
drink that shit.
It's for other people, not me.
I think we totally took that off track from Salty.
Yeah.
Sorry, buddy.
We
Sorry,
took
Salty.
it off track from everything, but that's not out of the ordinary for us. So where was I? So I pulled my motorcycle out. I got that running again. I don't even have fucking tags on the thing. I really want to sell it, but I feel like I need to buy a battery for it first, and those things are like $200 fucking minimum because they're these fucking sealed gel batteries.
Oh,
So they're like fucking stupid expensive. And so I'm just keeping it on the charger over the next couple days. I basically just jumped it with a fucking tractor, and then I fucking left it running for like 3 hours. So hopefully that'll work, and I can sell it and get it the fuck out of my garage. Because to be honest, I just never use it. It's really fucking fun, and I would ride it all the time if I wasn't having to constantly stop to get like groceries or pick up my son or
hop on.
yeah, come on, bud. Don't burn your leg on the fucking exhaust pipe.
Vroom.
No, but it's also way too much bike for the roads around here. There's a lot of It's not an agile bike. The thing's fucking 640 pounds.
You've got some weird fucking roads around you, brother. Seriously.
Yeah, it's just a lot of fucking. This is the easiest path through the trees. Knock them down.
Right. Yep.
Kind of shit. So, but other than that, I cleaned up my yard. I actually had an impromptu fire pit thing last night. Pulled the fire pit out and put together a little fire for like 4 people came over. 4 of my friends came over and we hung out and drank some beers and chilled outside in the beautiful weather. It's been in the like 50s, mid to low 50s the last couple nights, so it's like perfect weather to be sitting next to a fire.
Fucking skinny dipping weather there, dude. Oh, it's great.
No, that's fuck y'all. I can't. I'm not bringing my balls out in 50 degrees.
There's got to be promise of cum on mouth, sperm on mouth. Excuse me.
Sperm on mouth.
Not this sperm on mouth.
Sperm on mouth.
And as far as the computer shit goes, I upgraded to Windows 10, and I am not impressed at all. It's the worst fucking operating system on the face of the earth.
Oh, you are being a little bit salty.
I'll put it to you this way. I would rather have XP back.
Whoa!
Ooh.
Hey, whoa!
Easy, cowboy.
Damn.
There's too much stupid shit, too much graphical shit that I do not care about at all. Like, if all I'm doing when I start up your operating system is going into the registry files and disabling every fucking feature that makes this different from Windows 8, and then disabling the shit that makes it different from Windows 7, and just having the stock screen, the only positive I will give it is the taskbar on every screen is kind of nice. Having all
like the file explorer options at the top.
Yeah, like all that shit is pretty nice. The only reason I did it was because I also bought a Stream Deck, and then come to find out I'm a fucking idiot, and Stream Deck doesn't have any Windows 7 software at all.
Yeah.
And I've been wanting to fuck around with that because it's a cool little tool. I set it up for all my multimedia controls and quick links for websites and shit for when I'm on my computer, so I can just quick link shit. It's pretty nice. And then I turned on my stream the other day for the first time in like 2 years. The first actual stream that wasn't involving a charity in the last 2 years. So that was fun. My internet still blows dicks. But fuck it, I'm still gonna try it. I've been playing a shitload of games, but not for any long lengths of time. I feel like I played 7 Days to Die. I played Killing Floor 2. Played Far Cry 5 on stream the other day, and I played Ark last night.
Oh, baby, let's go. Get it in. Warm up that spoon.
Well, for those of you that don't know, I've been working on a new community, a new project for a gaming community, and we actually launched our own virtual server. So we have a virtual dedicated box that currently has like 7 servers installed on it, and we're running like rotations of 3 just to see what people like. And fucking, you need a staple server, and 7 Days to Die is fun, but it's not that popular. Ark will keep like 7-8 people playing all the time.
Okay.
It always has. It's similar to Minecraft, where fucking people eventually, every person I know that I've ever played a long time of Ark with eventually fucking makes its way back to Ark again, including myself. I'm 100% guilty of that shit too. So, I mean, so I've been fucking around with server stuff. Played Bad Company 2 the other day. Put a server of that up for 16 people. That was fucking fun.
Nice.
GoldenEye Source.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And I've been trying to figure out, NFO currently doesn't host managed servers for Eco. I don't know if any of you have seen this game.
I've heard of this game.
It's basically like a co-op. Imagine like a co-op Minecraft with better graphics. where you're trying to level up and find the technology to stop a meteor from hitting the Earth. And it's random seeded planets, multiplayer servers, and it's really co-op. Like, it is a fucking co-op game. You don't have a choice. Unless you're gonna fucking no life that bitch 24 hours a day, you're not gonna have a choice. So it's pretty fun. I just played like 2 or 3 hours of that, but I wanted to start a server for that because I feel like I know a few people that would enjoy that game.
Were you saying they don't support it?
I sent a message to support, and they're like, if we get enough, questions, if we get enough people asking for it, then we'll put it in. And I'm like, it can't be that fucking hard.
That's what she said.
You could just do that. That would be great. Like, I don't need your fucking control panel. Give me FTP to the fucking server, and I can figure it the fuck out one way or the other. So,
hey, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Did you say GoldenEye Source?
Yeah. Have you never heard of this?
No.
It's a Steam game that's free, and it was some modders of, I think it was Half-Life 2.
Yep.
I think so, yeah.
They modded Half-Life 2, all the levels from GoldenEye and all the graphics and like everything, but they added the ability to jump, which wasn't in the original game, and then you can customize different matches, the amount of people, the fucking levels. You can do crazy guns. Like, it's fucking awesome.
Yeah. I used to play the shit out of GoldenEye on the old N64.
And this is just like a multiplayer deathmatch game. It's like the multiplayer on GoldenEye. It's fucking awesome.
Welcome to PC gaming, motherfucker. Yeah.
Oh, it's coming soon, man.
It's fucking awesome. So
cool.
That's it for me. Not a whole lot.
Cool.
Nothing at all.
Just a bunch of shit, but nothing.
Yeah, nothing.
Well, I as far as the non-gaming stuff, work related, finished soccer season a couple weeks ago. We did real well, finished the season, made the playoffs, won our first playoff game, lost a close one in the second round, but it was against a good team that, we could have beat, but it just didn't work out. And then, so I've had a little bit of time off from athletic stuff, although the week after this one, I start spring football, which means after school practices every day for the next about a month.
Every day?
Except Friday. Yeah, on Fridays we watch video as a team, like after school and that. So
what do I have to? This is going to sound very dark, but what do I have to do to convince you that children are the enemy and you need to step away from helping our future generations and spend some more time on yourself? Like this, I just want to let
yourself.
I just want to remind you that children are demons. They act, even though we have people like parents and teachers and doctors who are paid to, help our future generations. They actually don't need the help. They're perfectly capable of growing up on their own. So
just ask them.
Just get out of
thought. I know. No, man, it's a lot of work. My job is, but at the same time, I'm used to it. I'm just used to it, and
you like it, right? Yeah. To an extent.
I mean, there's bullshit like any other job, though. Honestly, the worst thing about it is not the kids, really. It's the adults and the bureaucracy of education. It's not really the kids at all. In fact, the kids are probably the most enjoyable part, is working with them, and it kind of helps keep you young too, because you're exposed to a lot of the stuff that you probably wouldn't be in your normal social circles. But
teachers are the worst. I love you, Jimmy.
No, I agree. I am not friends with like barely anyone. I mean, I do not want to hang out with many teachers. There's only like 2 people that at my school that I'm hang out with outside of work at all. Like I don't have many friends that are, and I don't care. I don't want to be their friend. So
those are the only cool people. Like that. Yeah. That's the ratio. It's 1 out of 100.
It's really there's a lot of bad ones, but it's all good. I've only got a little over a month left to go, and then summer vacation's coming up, and I got a great summer vacation planned. gonna go visit you in Michigan in June, and then I'm going out to Los Angeles for a few days to visit my little sister Oz, and then we're gonna hit up Disneyland while we're there, and then we're gonna go spend a week in Maui with the family, which is awesome. So I'm excited about summer. Yeah.
I don't want your GPU. I want a ticket to Maui.
That's the crazy thing, man. Like,
dude, that's awesome.
I don't want you guys to think like, I mean, obviously going to Hawaii is a ton of money. But we are not, the reason we're going, it's the same reason we went a couple years ago. My sister-in-law, my wife's sister, she's in medical sales and she makes a ton of money. So she went and rented this big house in Maui for like 10 people the last time, like, and just said, hey, I've got this house. We really want you to come with us. All you got to do is pay your airfare. You got a place to stay. So, I mean,
worth every penny.
Yeah, exactly.
Every
so
fucking
even though
penny.
the airfare is expensive, like it cost us $4,000 for our tickets, it's still way cheaper than if we had to pay for that. And
that fucking house was probably twice that easy.
Oh, yeah. I don't even want to say how much. I know how much she's spending on that house for a week. And let's just say it's about half of what I make in a year. Okay. But I mean, she makes money hand over fist. So for her, she wants to do something fun with the family. And I'm like, well, I married good. Anyway.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, so that's what's going on there. What else did I have here? Okay, so because I've got such an awesome community, I've been starting to order the parts for a new PC I've been saving up for, with all my Twitch stuff, like the tips and bits and subs and all that. It's just been sitting in my PayPal account. Well, I finally now pretty much had enough to start ordering. I ordered this week the new Ryzen chip that just came out, the 2700X. I got a brand new awesome freaking motherboard to go with it that I'm excited about. You and I got some help from you to help me with, the SSDs and everything else. I'm super excited. And then today, because I found one for a good price, I went ahead and pulled the trigger on a 1080. And so it's gonna be a nice machine, man. I'm super excited.
You're future proofed, my friend, for a while.
For a few years. Yeah, for a few years at least. And then so I'll probably have that built by, I don't know, maybe about 2 or 3 more weeks once all the parts come in and start building it. And then the only other non-gaming stuff, I finally finished watching Altered Carbon. I don't know if any of you guys watched that show on Netflix or not.
Heard of it.
Really good. If you're, I know with the streamer life, it's not always the easiest to watch new shows, but it was awesome. And then also I got into this other show called Godless, which is a short, like 7-episode miniseries on Netflix. It's like a Western that all I'm going to say is incredible. And it is well worth your time. It is super violent and super entertaining. And I have a feeling like my wife loves it, and she doesn't really get into that many shows I like, and she loves it. So worth checking that out too. Gaming wise, I've really Far Cry 5 has occupied most of my time because it is a enormous game, enormously fun. I probably spend more time fishing than that game than I really should, but it's like my zen, and then I also have been watching or playing. I started a retro night because I modified my SNES Classic so it could play other games besides the 20-something that came on there. And so for the last month, I've been on Saturdays, I've been playing NES and Super Nintendo games, and it has been fucking awesome.
How easy was that?
Very easy. It took me a little over an hour, and watching a YouTube video. I mean, it was really simple.
Dope.
It was not that hard. So that's been that's been non-gaming and gaming, man. It's been a fun last couple of weeks, and of course, I'm excited to finally be a full-time member of the Crocs and Hot Pockets show.
Fuck yeah! For anybody, I totally forgot to announce that at the beginning of the show. For any of you that don't know, Jimmy, aka the Middle Age Dream here, is now officially a full-time guest of the Crocs and Hot Pockets podcast. So let me see the beer in chat. Let's see the Knacker subs in chat. Maybe some wieners, whatever you got. Throw it in there. Show the man some love. So you're, just to clarify, you have a computer now, obviously, and you're building a brand new gaming PC. You're not doing a dual PC setup, right? You're just doing a single beast gaming PC.
I am not, and the reason is not because I could. I could. But I also, this is one of those things where it's like I'm aware of my limitations, and I know I also, I'm not someone like, I'm not playing games at like 144 hertz or anything like that.
Right.
So I felt like after doing some of the research, if I built myself something that was really had enough cores that could stream well and still play games at what I'm playing them at, I mean, it should be fine.
Yeah, I really don't think you would need it, at least at this point in time. So it's probably a good move.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm excited, man. Excited.
Dope.
For me, non-gaming wise, I pretty much the last couple weeks, the week after the last podcast, I was on call and the NHL playoffs have started. So I have pretty much just been watching a shit ton of hockey. My favorite team, the San Jose Sharks, are in, and they just finished a sweep of the Anaheim Ducks. So I'm getting nice and riled up for these playoffs already. Yeah.
Do you do any fantasy for NHL?
I typically do, but I missed out on joining the fantasy league. You have to join in the regular season and then get qualified by doing well in the regular season to make it into the playoff one.
Okay.
And I think I was either at TwitchCon or on another. I was on some kind of vacation when it must have been my snowboarding trip because it was in October. Or was that TwitchCon? That would have been TwitchCon.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was at TwitchCon when they did the draft for the regular season, so I couldn't attend it. So I missed out on that. But I've been following my dad's in the same draft, so I've been kind of following him and watching his scores go up and down. He actually got second place in our fantasy pool that we take part in. So I was pretty happy about that. He got like $1,000 from it.
What?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Everybody puts in like 100 something, and there's like 20 of us usually that join. So
wow.
It was pretty good. And that's second place. I think first place won like a lot more, but I can't remember. Can't remember what the numbers are now.
That's pretty dope. Right.
Yeah, weather-wise up in Canada here, we're actually starting to get out of the snowy months. So I don't know what the conversion is. I always forget to look it up, but we're starting to, like, this week, we're dipping into, like, there should be no fucking snow left after this week. At least I'm
hopefully.
I'm hoping. So I'm going to be hoping to spend a little bit more time outdoors. I really want to go on some bike rides. I got to get one of those, like, mounts for my car so I can strap my bike to the back of it and be able to go bike riding with it.
Right.
So I can go bike riding around my area, but I want to be able to take it out to the mountains and whatnot. There's some really good bike paths.
Is it pretty flat around you?
Yeah, for the most part, yeah.
Okay.
We're in the prairies, so everything's just flat and farmland and whatnot.
Okay.
So, hopefully do some of that. Other than that stuff, non-gaming wise, it's kind of gaming, but not really. My main gaming computer crashed like fucking hardcore on Wednesday last week. I couldn't log into it. I could get past the Windows login, and then everything past that, I just had a black screen. And I thought maybe the SSD that it was on was dead. So I did a whole bunch of stuff and tried to get it back working, but didn't work. So I had to reformat it, thinking that, as long as it reformats and it takes a new operating system again, then it's not the SSD and there was something else. And then after I reformatted it and kind of put two and two together, pretty sure there was a Windows update that went out, because the night before there was a Windows update that happened, and then the next day I couldn't turn my computer on. So
fucking
Windows updates did something to my computer, and I still don't know what. But even Microsoft tweeted at me. It was like, "Are you still having problems?" Because I tweeted about
yeah, it was like fucking 2 days later or some shit.
Yeah, it was like 2 days later, and I was like, "Fuck you guys,
you're fucking late, dicks."
Real quick, go ahead, Jimmy.
Oh, I was going to say, I always hold my breath when there's a new Windows update that comes out, because I got fucked on that fall update that screwed up all kinds of shit. So I know the pain, and I'm hoping to not have any issues again soon, but it's fucking
I
Windows.
was
So
I was just happy that it didn't do it on my stream PC because both of them updated the night before, and I was like,
Ugh.
I was typical. I was just like, I was shutting the computer down, and I'm like, oh look, updates, okay, update, and then after I got done realizing that my gaming PC was dead, I was like,
Ugh.
thank fucking God my stream PC is not dead because that'd be even more of a pain in the ass.
Chat, I want whoever is active and willing in chat, lurkers, I'm sort of kind of calling you out a little bit if you would like to participate. I want to know how many of you guys actually back up your computers to some sort of backup source, whether it's cloud, external hard drive, on-site server, something. Yes or no? You either do back up your video game PC or you don't. I want to see how many people in chat do or don't, because I'm going to guess 75% of you do not. That is going to be my guess.
I don't do full backups anymore.
yeah, I only back up my files, settings, like you know what I mean, like program settings for shit like OBS scenes. I back up that like once a month. I have an external hard drive, and then
Okay.
like my media files and stuff, which were already on there. So I don't do full backups.
Both of my gaming PC and streaming PC both back up their operating system hard drives to each other on a nightly basis. Both PCs back up everything to my on-site Unraid server, and then my program files and app data folders are also both uploaded to the cloud instantaneously whenever there's a change. Everything is double backed up in my house. I don't fuck around.
I mean, it's smart to have that kind of automation. I don't have that ability level to try and figure out something that complex, but
I mean,
I have a little USB thing I plug in my computer and I just drag it over.
Oh God!
I mean, like,
you gotta remember though, that's like if anybody in chat does say that they back up, unless they're at your level, that's typically what we do.
that's what we do.
We're not on your level.
I'm not on your level,
okay,
man.
okay. Oh, let me throw some knowledge. All it really takes is to buy an extremely large USB 3.0 external hard drive, and then you pick up some third-party software like a Cronus and to set it to just back it up every single night for you. And then you don't even have to touch it or worry about it. Like that. That's how Weenie just got set up a couple months ago, and it's been working great.
I mean, y'all also keep your computer on. Like, I feel like every computer in your house is on 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. My shit gets shut down if I get up from my fucking desk.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I shut mine down nightly, but
so much extra heat in my house that I don't fucking need.
There are 7 computers in this house.
Dang,
and
man.
all of them except for Weenie's run at all times.
Wow.
And we're about to add another one to the new stream room too.
jeez.
Wow.
Wouldn't have it any other way. But yeah, back up your shit, chat. I swear to God, if I do this poll again in a couple months and you guys aren't backing up, I mean, here's the other thing. There's a lot of people who just don't care if their stuff gets lost. I understand there's a lot of people who just don't give a shit. But I've got terabytes of content that I would really love to not lose. So I'm a little bit sociopath about it.
Yeah, and luckily the only thing that I lost was like everything that was on my C drive, which was only like it's a 500 gig solid state, and it was basically just all programs, the OS, and then some Steam save games. Like I just recently been playing a lot of Skyrim VR, and I lost the save state for that game. So had I known that it was saving the save state on that C drive, I would have probably. I mean, I probably wouldn't have backed it up anyway.
But
now I've been backing it up.
The only times I have ever lost game saves were Grand Theft Auto 5 and Skyrim, because for some fucking reason they didn't jump on the Steam Cloud bandwagon, and they saved their game save files not on the C drive but in your My Documents folder under My Games. Fuck you!
Yeah,
Get in line.
I fucking hate how computers have gone that direction now. That's the thing. I always assume that if you install a game on, and this is just my own not knowing how Steam runs its games nowadays, but I just always assume that you install a game on a separate hard drive for gaming, everything's on there. You don't have to worry about everything else. But no, apparently we're going to start installing your save files on a completely other hard drive for you.
Yeah.
My Xbox console saves all go to the cloud.
See, and that's one thing that the console has done right is, I
Just
mean,
one
Steve,
thing?
You don't really have a choice.
I'm sorry, only thing
Yeah,
that they've
shut
done
up.
right. Excuse me. Shut up. But yeah.
You know,
Fucking-
you guys are gonna have to deal with this now. Me being a console guy now on the PC Master Race group.
It'll
Okay,
change.
here's what I'll say. Ever since I have picked up, I would say that the PS4 is probably one of the best consoles that I've ever had.
Mhm.
Horizon Zero Dawn, Until Dawn. What was the other exclusive that I played? There was one other one. I can't remember. But I'm pretty sure God of War is a PS4 exclusive as well.
Yep.
I plan on getting that. So I definitely don't dog the PS4. I still think the Xbox One is one of the biggest piece of garbage consoles ever fucking made. I'm sorry. But the fact that you can't put a fucking DVD into that thing and play without having to download a third-party app from the Microsoft Store, that's how you fucking get blood vessels to pop in my face. That's how
Yeah.
I lose my fucking mind. I'm
Well,
sorry.
First of all, hold on a second. Where are you getting these DVDs from? Because when was the last time you actually took a DVD and put it into something?
If you have old ones.
The last time I used an Xbox One because I plugged it in and the audio didn't work out of the gate.
Well, all I'm gonna say is console exclusives the majority of while I play. But for me, the reason why it's allowed me to get into 4K gaming right out the gate because I have the One X.
Yeah.
And it is amazing. You know, it is awesome. So I get what you're saying, but I'm always gonna love consoles. That said, I'm about to have a computer that's strong enough to play anything at high settings.
Right. Okay, the features that Xbox One gives you
Mhm.
for the price is fantastic. The 4K gaming, the compact form factor, the frame rate at which the games are played, that's all fine and dandy. The user interface is complete garbage. It
I guess
is
I'm
one
just used to it, man. I guess because I've been using it so long, like I don't have a problem. But I mean, I get what you're saying. I mean,
I consider myself tech savvy. When I got an Xbox One and plugged it in and tried to get shit working, I felt slow.
It is.
Very slow. Not like speed slow, but like mentally challenged slow. I was like, why can't I play a DVD? Why is it so hard to get audio to come out of HDMI? Like, and just trying to get things working, and the way it does account management and controller updates. Try to plug in a fucking controller and I gotta update it. No, absolutely not. Those are some of my gripes. But
I totally get what you're saying.
But other than that, it's an okay console.
I can't remember if I mentioned it on my stream last or if I mentioned it on here, but it was like a month or maybe 2 months ago now that my Xbox was sitting by the balcony by the stairs, and I accidentally spilt a beer, and some of the beer spilled on top of the Xbox, and I still haven't checked to see if it's working yet, 'cause I just don't give a shit.
Wow.
I used to be a huge Xbox fanboy. I loved Xbox. I've never owned a PlayStation, anything. And then this Xbox happened, and I just don't care anymore. There's not enough on it for me to warrant it.
Xbox One controller, however, one of the best controllers ever made, in my opinion.
Yep.
Over the
Xbox
PS4
One
controller for sure.
Easily my favorite controller, the Xbox
Yep.
One controller. In fact, and the PS4 controller is nice. I just love the way this thing feels.
Yep.
I really do.
Yep.
It's like perfect size. That's
So yeah, anyway, other than the gaming PC problems, which I've gotten solved, I'm back to working order now. Only thing, and I haven't fucking figured out what the hell's going on with it. My graphics card just does not seem to be running the same as it used to. Like before my gaming PC crashed, I've been playing a bunch of Sea of Thieves, which is kind of going into the gaming stuff. Before my gaming PC crashed, I could run Sea of Thieves just fine. Now when I play Sea of Thieves, I get these weird FPS drops down to like 20. It's so bad, and there's a couple of games that I've been having issues with, and it's not drivers. Tried a few different drivers for it, and I'm willing to take DMs for suggestions.
What's your graphics card?
1080.
Yeah, shit.
I have also been having graphics card issues. Every day I come in, every morning I come into my PC, and so we do the same capture card setup, right? With the third virtual monitor, 42?
Yeah.
Okay. So every day, OBS is always full screened on that third monitor. Every morning I come in, OBS is on my main monitor, full screened. And all of my other apps are on the third monitor. So like something graphics card wise is happening overnight every single night where something glitches and monitors switch around.
Weird. Yeah, no, I haven't had that issue. I know sometimes when I start up my PC and the third monitor's sitting there and I can't see it, sometimes I'll get on here and I'll open up Chrome and I'm like,
Where's Chrome? Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah.
And then it's just chilling on that other computer. Okay, do you ever sit there and just try and like click over on it without actually looking for it? I'll sit there and I'll be like, click, drag, click, drag, click, drag. I'm like, fuck, I'll get it one time here.
Yeah.
There it is. I got it. Okay,
well, good. I do that, or if it's open in my taskbar, I just click it over and over and I see the window like zooming in and out. I'm like, God damn it.
It's over there somewhere.
Dual PC problems.
Okay, so gaming wise, new Hearthstone expansion launched last week or the week before, something like that. So I've been playing a shit ton of that. It's actually been really, really fun. They have yet to release the single player section of it, and it's coming. But I'm actually having a lot of fun just with the new cards that they put out for it and all that stuff. I spent a little bit of money on it, which I feel guilty doing, but pay to win.
Pay to win. Yep.
I actually played a little bit of Rocket League last night. I feel guilty. I haven't played that game nearly enough, but
me either.
I played a little bit of Rocket League last night. I did. I apparently had done 2 out of my 10 solo, like 1v1 placements, and I never finished them. So last night I was trying to work on getting my graphics card running properly, and also I lost all my video settings. With the PC crashing, I lost all my video settings for Rocket League, so I had to reset that all up. So my 1v1s were spent trying to configure my camera and all the video settings on the game. I actually did not bad. I actually got one guy really, really mad at me because the one goal that he got, he decided to watch the like replay of it. So every goal after that, I was like, "Bitch, you want to fucking watch your one goal? I'm gonna watch all 10 of my goals then." Every goal after that, I just sat there and watched it. I was like, "Oh, that was a nice goal," even if it was just a basic one, just to salt them out. So did a little Rocket League. As I said before, I've been playing a lot actually of Sea of Thieves. Me, Kelnohe, Stefsky, his girlfriend, and one of his other friends that's actually local to our city here. We've been playing a bunch of that. It's actually been a lot of fun. I was skeptical about that game and heard a lot of people say that game needs more content, which I will say it does. However, if you're playing with a group of people that you really enjoy playing video games with, no matter what game it is, it's a lot of fun to play.
Okay.
So I find to me, it's all about the PvP in that game. I love PvPing against other people and other boats because I wish more fucking games had proximity voice. The best thing about it is proximity voice, because you can be fucking sailing towards somebody, you can sit there and like ding your bell at them, and they can ding back. And then as soon as you start sliding up beside each other, it's like, "Fuck you, bitch!" And then start firing at each other, and you can just hear them like, "Oh my god, they're firing at us! We're going down!" Their voices will just trail off. It's so fun.
Oh.
That fucking video of it was like horror Sea of Thieves. Captain!
Yeah, oh yeah.
No.
Yeah. That stuff actually happens too. Every now and then, if you're not paying attention, you'll just get ambushed by somebody because you're just not paying attention to what you're doing. Somebody will come sailing in from out of fucking nowhere.
Do you usually play in like a 4-man crew or a smaller crew?
It's usually either 2 or 3. It's hard for us to get a 4-man crew, and that's actually the toughest part. Is I find, because if you're doing a 1 or 2-man crew, you take like a smaller ship called a sloop. Mm-hmm. But if you take a 3 or 4 person crew, you take like the bigger boat. And I was saying to the guys when I was playing them today, they need to make like a medium-sized ship, because the galleon, which is the big one for 3 and 4 people, it's fucking tough to deal with when you only have 3 people. Because you got one person steering, the other people, if you're in a battle, are trying to repair the ship and bail water out, and the other people are, and then you got another person who's on top firing off the cannons, and it's sometimes it's fucking unmanageable. But having 4 is definitely nice.
I own Sea of Thieves
on console.
Whoa. Yeah, but Xbox. If you own it on Xbox, you can play with PC people. But you can, if you own it on Xbox, you can play it with PC people.
I can also not only play it, but when I build my new PC, that's gonna be badass as shit. I can just download it on that because I have it on.
Oh,
both.
that's right. Okay, that's right. All right. Well,
that's the only good
scold
thing
you until then.
Condescending insults. I don't need that shit. All right.
I'm sorry. Back up your PCs, okay?
For fuck's sake.
So yeah, like if you guys know people to play the game with, it can be a pretty damn good time.
Awesome. Yeah, that's the reason why I haven't really played it much yet, is I don't really know anyone that has it that I can play with, you know.
Do not play it by yourself. You will hate yourself so fast.
Yeah.
Other than that, I've been playing a shit ton of Skyrim VR on HTC Vive. Been doing that for a bunch of my streams and whatnot. I've been super enjoying it, and I've actually been getting pretty into modding it. I'm a lot more addicted to finding good mods for it than I am playing it nowadays.
Yeah.
But there's actually some really I did not think that, because I just figure that everybody that I see that talks about HTC Vives on the Vive subreddit, they all just seem like snobby, rich people who just have these VR headsets, and they're, nobody streams, nobody does any of that stuff. So everybody's just like, well, this headset is crap and blah, 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 blah. Everyone shit talks their HTC Vives all the time. So I was imagining that the VR Skyrim community was going to be crap, and people were just going to be complaining about how the game runs because Fallout 4 ran like shit, and they were expecting this one to run like shit as well. But the modding community behind Skyrim VR has actually been super fucking sweet, because everybody's making all these mods to try and make the VR version a lot more user friendly and a lot more, better for people who get nausea from playing VR all the time. So it's been really fun. There's been a lot of really cool mods that just come out for it. And I've been enjoying the shit out of playing that. It's the first time I've had a game that I've played on stream where I can play it for almost 4 hours and time just flies by like crazy.
Dude,
that's amazing. 4 hours in VR, man.
Yeah.
It's tough. It's so fun.
I can only imagine.
There's so many times where I have to take like 10-minute breaks sometimes, because just having that thing just sucked into my face for so long.
And did you get the new Vive? You got the new one?
I was going to, but I canceled last minute.
Oh, okay.
My order, because I saw a few reviews that were, well, not only did I see a few reviews that were not as promising as what they had originally said, but right after my pre-order went from, the day that it was supposed to be shipped, Amazon told me I wasn't going to get it till May.
Oh.
So I was like, well, all right, that's a good reason to cancel it, and I'm out of here.
Perfect timing. Go fuck yourself.
You talked about how it was really just a very marginal increase from the last one. And if it's that much more money, I mean, shit, you spend that on something else.
Yeah, that's the thing. For how much I would have been spending on that, I could have bought 1080 Ti.
Yeah.
And helped out everything else in the setup.
Yeah.
Amazon sperm on your mouth.
Sperm in my mouth. Yeah, so that's pretty much all I've been up to. I will say this: fighting spiders in VR. Fuck that shit. When you're watching, like, even people watching my streams when I'm playing it does not translate. Like, they look fucking huge in your headset.
Right.
They come fucking running up to you, or they jump at you. It scares the shit out of you.
I will probably start another save of Skyrim in VR when I get it.
Even just, I would even say for you, if you don't want to have to like play through it all over again, just download a save. Like download like a pre-made save.
You can do that?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna do that.
And then just like so then you got like all the armor you want, all the spells that you want to use, and then you can just fuck around in it. Because it's so fun to just like walk up to people in the game and just like slice them.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get my fucking unarmed up to as much as I can. So when I fucking swing on people, I can just one punch man them across the fucking map. That is gonna be what I want to do.
Giant style. Style.
Just fuss road dick them off mountains. Game is so good. The game is so fucking good.
Yeah, it is, man. If it wasn't, I started that because of Knacker's playthrough. I started a new playthrough of Skyrim, and my first time with mods. And what's probably going to end up happening is when because I already actually own it for PC, the Legendaries and all the DLC. I'll probably start it again with the PC just because it'll be better than playing it on my plebe fucking console.
I didn't know you had the ability to purchase games on PC.
Shut the fuck up.
You know I love you. Okay,
I know.
this is I'm just playing around. I got 2 consoles that are sitting underneath my desk right now. I enjoy them, but they suck.
Here's what's gonna happen. Pretty much from now on, what's really is you'll only see me buying console exclusive games now. I'm like,
right.
I won't be buying the multi-platform releases anymore. You'll just see me buying the exclusive, which means there'll be far fewer Xbox games we'll be buying because Xbox does not have many exclusives.
Is your 4K monitor your primary monitor for your gaming PC right now?
Actually, right now, okay, my 4K monitor, I had to send back to LG because the deadline of pixels fucking showed up. And so, like, last week, I sent it back. I had to wait for them to get it. And then they called me last week. They're like, so we got your thing, got your monitor. I'm like, okay, yeah, when can I get the replacement or when it's fixed? Like, well, actually, we can't replace the panel. We can't fix it. I was like, okay, so y'all gonna send me another one? No, we're actually just gonna go ahead and send you a check for the cost of the monitor, what you paid for it. I was like, okay, well, when can I get that check? Well, we'll be sending it out soon. I've been calling those assholes like every day for the last week. Still haven't gotten the goddamn check.
Wow.
So I'm waiting on a check so I can go out and buy another 4K monitor for my computer. Right now I'm down to 3 monitors. But usually, yeah, it's my main monitor.
Okay.
Make a long story longer, yeah.
Well, fucking shit ass. That sucks.
I'm not buying a fucking LG again.
I was about to ask.
Yeah. No, I found another monitor that's a little bit more expensive. It's like $100 more, but it's like it's an Asus that I think I want to get. So
okay. So that's gonna be your primary gaming monitor for your new PC. And then when you're playing console games on stream, that's what you're using as well, right? Because of the downscaling.
Correct.
Okay,
yeah,
dope.
Yeah.
Dope.
Yeah.
Fuck LG.
I know, man.
You know what? Oh, dude, they probably knew you played games on console. They were like, nah, he doesn't need this.
Damn it, I knew. As soon as you...
I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry.
Guys,
he's out.
I love you.
All right. Thank you.
This is Jimmy signing off.
Go for it.
Be right back.
Is that it for you, 40 twat?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't think of anything. I will say this: the one thing that's funny about Skyrim VR, they disabled making it so you could move bodies around.
I'm not buying a Vive anymore. Fuck it. Nope.
It's so funny, and everyone wants to know why, but they won't say why. But everyone knows why.
They're humping the shit out of the fucking bodies.
Yeah, they just don't want people to fucking do stuff to bodies.
Not that I've ever done that in Skyrim.
Do weird stuff to bodies.
Yeah, you guarantee people are throwing fucking nude mods on NPCs and like, let me just throw this dead body on a torch.
It's so comical watching people on the Skyrim VR subreddit. They're just like, yeah, I can't get my mod to work. Well, what mod is it? It's the one with the boobs in it. It's like, Well, we know what you're doing.
Yeah, we know exactly what you're doing.
They don't look very like I put the mod in and it doesn't look very clear in the headset. Like something's off with it. They're a little pixelated. It's like, yeah, we know what you're doing, bud.
You're looking for nipples, dog.
Yeah. No,
fucking people are weird. I feel like overall nobody would have a problem admitting the fact that most of the technological advances in the internet in the last 20 years were at least partly because of porn.
Right. What is
if
it?
not entirely because of porn.
Rule 34? Like, if it exists, it also exists in porn. I can't remember the actual definition of that rule, but it's something along those lines.
Yeah. So it's been if people can fucking make it, they're gonna fucking do it. Any media, it doesn't matter.
Yep. All right, that it for you, 42?
Yeah.
Roger. I kind of forgot to fill out this portion of the script before we got started. So like as far as non-gaming, I can really only recall the things that I've done in the past 5 days. Before that, I'm not really sure. Like I know Winnie and I went to Red Lobster last weekend, which was actually fantastic. I got lobster tacos, I got lobster mac and cheese, and calamari. I feel like there was one other dish that lobster, tacos, mac and cheese. I don't know. I think that's it. And it was good. It was really good. I didn't get the squirts. The Hershey squirts did not visit me that night. But I definitely got a little tummy rumble going on. Like my stomach.
Every time I eat there, I fucking feel like shit afterwards.
Yeah, my stomach knew that it wasn't real fish, but not enough to the part where it went out the diarrhea butthole instead of just like, the regular butthole. So food was all good. I enjoyed it. I'll go back. The biscuits were also fantastic. The cheddar biscuits. Weenie tried to say they didn't need butter, okay? All biscuits need butter. That's like saying vaginas don't need secretion, okay? All biscuits need butter. The fact that they didn't serve them with butter pissed me off. So when she got her shrimp scampi, I took one of my biscuits and I just dipped it in her garlic butter sauce. That made the biscuits immediately better. And so that was pretty good. I don't think there's really anything else other than this weekend. Like this whole week was kind of a little bit of a shitstorm. I didn't stream for 4 days because I was just feeling out of it. And then the one day I finally tried to stream, I started brainstorming an idea for a new stream room in the house. And I couldn't stop. I couldn't get away from my computer to stop planning it. I was working on getting these new cameras set up. So I wanted to be able to route IP cameras to this stream room so that I didn't have to move my streaming PC in case I wanted to do something out there. And I ended up getting it working. But it's just like, I don't know how many of you guys get into these moods, but if you're trying to fix something, it's really hard for me to stop trying to fix something and just start something completely different. It's just one of those moods where like, okay, I'm just going to sit down, buckle down, fix this, and try and get it working. And that was one of my moods that I had. So eventually got it working. For those of you guys that are subs, there was both pictures and videos posted in the subscriber channel in Discord. So if you guys are curious, that stuff is there. I'll be making that media public sometime next week. And I'm still not done. I got some other things to do, but it's pretty much 70% done. I just need to build one more thing, and it'll be ready to go. The middle-aged make a quick look pass by. Fuck you. So pretty excited about that. We went to IKEA yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. And of course, IKEA is an all-day thing. Got the Swedish meatballs for the first time ever. Those were pretty dope. And that was kind of it. All of last night was building cabinets. Today was putting the cabinets in place and getting the other furniture in the room. And one of the videos that's in the subscriber channel is a time-lapse video of everything that was done. So if you guys are curious, it's there for you. As far as gaming and streaming, I guess I should say, my 5-year Twitch anniversary party was not this past one, but the Thursday before that. And it was just monumental. It was an insane stream. It was I've been on Twitch for 5 years, and then my 4-year streaming anniversary is going to be coming up in July. So, because I took a break somewhere in between there. But it was a really good time. I just now realized that I never uploaded that video to YouTube, and I need to do that. But that was like a huge thing that had happened in the past week. Just thinking about being on this platform for 5 years is fucking crazy. Just the time that has passed, the people that I've met, the things that we've all done. It's just crazy to look back and think, holy shit, I've done this longer than I was in high school. And it's just been like one of the fucking greatest things ever. So as far as
sorry about your 5-year stream. I enjoyed watching some of the old shit you played.
Oh, the cringe.
Oh my God. That was some funny shit.
So bad.
It was pretty bad.
It's good because it shows how much you've learned and changed in that time, man.
And how much hair.
Yeah,
Your hair was so fucking long back then.
Right? It stopped growing up here and it started growing out here. This baby face knackers over there. And I mean, whenever you guys hear streamers say, if you want to start streaming, just do it. There's so many things that you learn. I just noticed your VR kit in your bottom right-hand corner, 42, with the googly eyes on it.
Strategically placed.
It's it's a little cut off on the webcam, and I'm actually tempted to kind of adjust that just a tiny bit so it can be seen. You just have to get into it and do it, because there's just certain things that you learn along the way that people can't tell you. There's things that can't be said to you in order for you to learn. And yeah, real bad. 20-minute countdowns, raffles, telling people that chat's broken and telling them that's the reason nobody can chat. And the real reason nobody can chat is because there's nobody fucking there. So it's yeah, it was good. I remember looking back on that video a year ago and thinking it wasn't that bad. And then I watched it again with all of those people in chat, and then it really dawned on me how terrible it actually was. But again, it's good to have those moments to look back on and check yourself so you don't re-wreck yourself.
Well, and dude, it was I got to watch most of the stream, and I thoroughly enjoyed it, and it was fun too, because I think sometimes you get caught up as a streamer, and I stream not as regularly as you. I stream regularly, but not as many days a week as you do. And you've been doing it longer than I have, but it's I mean, you put a lot of yourself into it. And I think sometimes when you're doing it day to day, it's kind of like you don't really notice the change in yourself in the mirror day to day. But over a period of time, you look back and it's a whole different person in the mirror. And it's the same thing with the stream. I mean, you grow, you change, you get better. And I'm glad that you got hopefully a sense, because I know I've been telling you, these guys have been telling you, a lot of the chat's been telling you, but you make a lot of people happy. You make a lot of people smile. And I think it hit you. I think it really hit you on that stream. And that was cool to see. It
really did. One crazy thing, I was like comparing analytics, and I was browsing a subreddit, and I was looking at, just analytics from the past years and stream numbers and stuff. And first of all, thank you, obviously, for saying that. It's very, very kind of you. Thank you. I'm not going to start crying again, but it's committed to memory.
Punk ass bitch. All right, keep going.
With my concurrent viewers, like my average viewers, I am in the top 0.25% of streamers. So with having on average anywhere in between 15 and 25 concurrent viewers, that out of 2 million, I think it's like 2.3 million unique broadcasters on Twitch, that puts me in the top 0.25%. So 0.25% out of all the streamers in the world. So like whenever I see people, or I'm sorry, not when I see people, whenever I think of myself in like my numbers and I get down, I can think I am in the less than 1%. That is something to be fucking excited about.
Less
Yeah.
than half of 1%.
Right. And that's really hard to convey to somebody who's in a bad mindset. Like 2 years ago, try and tell me, dude, you with 4 to 5 concurrent viewers, you are in the top 5% of people streaming on Twitch. But that doesn't resonate with people for some reason. And
Well,
so now
it's because I think, and I'm sorry to cut you off,
all good.
but the thought I had was people when they jump in, I think a lot of the ones that start, they immediately want they don't understand that in order to get those kinds of numbers, it doesn't happen overnight. Like it doesn't just, you don't just hit start streaming and it happens. Like you got to build person by person by person. And, you know, even if you get, we've talked about this before, even, well, let's just say let's say Ninja raids your channel. You've been a week old. You just started streaming. Ninja, the biggest streamer on Twitch, says, I'm going to raid this guy that's got 2 viewers. How many of those fucking people are ever going to come back?
Right. I've seen Ninja, Summit, Doc host people who end up being complete shitbags. And I'll bookmark their channel just to go back and look and see them with 5,
Right.
7,
Say,
10
I told you
viewers.
so.
Right. Yep. So
Weren't
100%
you that
believe in
guy?
that. Yep.
Yeah, I would say it's less than 1/4 of 1% is actually going to stay in one of those fucking raids.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
100%. They're there for a very specific thing with those bigger streamers.
Yeah.
So it's crazy to think that with somewhere in between 1 and 5 concurrent viewers that you are already ahead of 90% of the people that are streaming on Twitch. So for those of you guys that are thinking about streaming, maybe you're streaming now and you're looking at your numbers and it's kind of getting you down, just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind that if you have 1 to 5 viewers, you're in the top 10% already.
Yeah.
Focus on that. Not on the fact that Jimmy plays on console.
Fuck!
As far as games that I've actually been playing, of course, been going ham on Skyrim. I'm currently on day 17 of streaming that game, 72 hours deep, and I'm probably going to hit the 100-hour mark before I'm done streaming that game. I'm having so much fun with it. The community seems to love watching it. And I've made a lot of really great friendships with people in chat who have been helping me through the game, and it's just been a pleasure to be able to play it. Division is also something I've been playing with Weenie for our party night, which has been pretty fun. Speaking of terrible, complicated UIs, the Division is one of those games that is really, really bad, but game's still pretty fun. I enjoy it.
I mean, the game is named after math problems, so what did you expect?
I expected a lesson in Japanese. I don't know what I expected. The community has been so fucking nice to me lately with all of the support, and a couple people have just taken it a step further and have gifted me games to play. One of them was Red Faction Guerrilla, which I've never played a Red Faction game. I know nothing about it, so I need to jump on that soon. That was gifted by Scopes. I got Hollow Knight from Cube, which I've heard really, really good things about Hollow Knight, and it's been on my radar for a while. And
Probably pick it up for console.
We have a moment of silence, please. And then I also got Crash Time from Dead Not No More, which again, a game that I've never heard of before, so I want to get into that and give that a shot. And I also purchased The Long Dark, which was on sale, which looked dope. I'm not really sure of what to expect with that, but it looks pretty good. And then I also got Rise of the Tomb Raider because that was on sale too.
And Far Cry 5, did you already mention that?
No, I didn't. I also got, thank you.
Yeah.
I skipped over that one. I also got fucking Far Cry 5 from Wally Treats, which I went ahead and just inserted that right into the sub-select game list.
God, it's so good, dude.
I'm excited. Everybody I've watched play it has had fun. I haven't heard, obviously it's Ubisoft, so there's probably some weird bugs here and there, but for the most part, everybody that's been talking about it has been liking it very much.
It's so much fun. It is truly the best Far Cry game I've ever played, and I love the shit out of Far Cry 3 and 4. 3 and 4 are very similar to each other, but it is an improvement in every way.
Is 4 Primal?
No, that was
Okay.
a standalone one. Primal
Got
was
it.
the standalone.
It was a standalone one based off of Far Cry 4's map.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's really good.
I've never played a Far Cry game.
Whoa, you're gonna love it, dude.
Yeah,
You are gonna love it. It's
I'm pumped.
really good. Yeah.
It's Grand Theft Auto, but with fucking crazy rednecks.
Mhm.
And bears that apparently are your friend.
And fishing.
And sometimes not.
And fishing.
Spoiler. Wow, salty. I'm not playing the game anymore.
I mean, they're fucking bears.
Have you been? You have been playing it, haven't you?
Me? Yeah.
Yeah. Because you were playing on your stream.
Continue talking.
Yeah. But like, I set this fucking goal for myself. I was like, I'm only gonna play this game on stream.
Yeah. Good luck. You better be streaming a lot.
Yeah. I will. I haven't played it since that day, and it's like irritating the fuck out of me. Every time I get on my computer, I'm like, I need to play this game. I spent like 100 hours in this game.
I'm gonna have to play some of that off stream because it's so massive. There's no way I'm gonna be done with it if I don't play it. I mean, I don't get a lot of time to play off stream, but I have moments, So I'm gonna have to start playing a little bit of that off stream because otherwise, God of War's out, and I really want to play that in a couple weeks. So I need to get on and do some shit off stream for Far Cry. You're just gonna have to do it, dude. Just stay away from the story missions. There's tons and tons of other shit to do besides the story missions.
Absolutely.
There's more side shit than there is story, actually. So, I mean, there's plenty of stuff you can do.
I feel like that's most of the fucking games with Far Cry's.
Yeah, it is.
It's like 5 times as many.
Yeah.
Hello?
I just wanted that to be in the recording for no reason whatsoever.
It's another part that someone's gonna cycle over to in the middle of the episode. What are they talking about? This is so boring.
Point. Let me just skip here. Let's see what's happening. Whoa, okay. Someone got murdered. All right.
Come on, mouth. Bloody screams. Huh.
Shit's getting weird.
Am I good to move on? Did I interrupt?
Yes. No, we're just bullshitting about Far Cry 5.
All right. Yeah, I'm super pumped to play it. It's at the end of the end of the sub select list, so I got some time before I play it. But hopefully the hype will have died down by then.
I like it so much, dude. I probably would be willing to buy it again on PC to co-op some with you because that's how much fun I'm having.
Oh,
it's fucking beautiful too.
It's an amazing game, man. It really is.
I'm pumped.
Yeah.
All right, moving on to the gaming news and discussion part of the show. During the week, if you guys would like to submit any gaming or streaming related news to be discussed on the channel, you can submit your links to the #news channel in the Knackers Discord, and we have the chance to talk about them on the show. So I would like to give a thank you to Salty Sam, Mr. Vansman, Sonder, Amber's Arcade, Remax, and Zonger for submitting articles to the show. So before we get into the meat and potatoes of the gaming news and discussion, there's just a couple points that I wanted to bring up just so you guys know. First and foremost, Twitch has officially released a new analytics page. Now, this is really geared towards streamers, but as a heads up, both the classic stats and the stream summary page will be going away for good, but do not worry because the new analytics page is pretty fucking badass.
Wait, the stream summary page isn't going away, is it?
Yes.
I thought it was the revenue and the stats page are going away. The stream summaries, yeah. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong.
You could be right.
I think it's the revenue page
You're
that
right.
goes away.
You're right.
Because they combined them into one. The stream summary is what you used for the most recent stream. Stats and revenue are going to now be on the analytics page.
Okay, you're right. I stand corrected. Sorry. So yeah, revenue page is going away. Stream summary is staying put.
Yeah,
and then the analytics page, which is really good. If you haven't gotten a chance to check it out yet, please do so. It's pretty dope. Next up, Halo Online released a new update on 420. So there is this development company who took Halo 3, ported it over to PC, and made it free to play. So if you guys want, check that link in chat. The link will also be in the show notes on this podcast. I am planning to do a stream night of this where we can all get into a server and just fuck around. I don't know how many Halo fans we have out there, but it's pretty fucking fun.
It is so fucking fun to play.
Yeah.
It is so well done. And I want to delve into these devs a little bit more because this is what a lot of people don't realize. Halo Online was originally supposed to be a Russian port of Halo 3. The devs quit. Modders took it over, and that's this El Dorito shit. So it's not even like a game dev company. It's 100% fully supported by modders, and it is fucking amazing. If anybody was a fan of Halo 2 Online or Halo 3 Online, this is your shit. I fucking love it.
They've added the Forge so that you can now create your own multiplayer levels and game modes. So and
I'm sure they're going to be downloadable, like the other people's custom maps.
Yep. Or at least just server side hosted where you can just have different servers for different game modes and just jump in whatever the fuck you want.
I'm hoping they do full server support too, because that would be, I know right now, for the most part, it's dedicated servers.
Yeah. Yep.
But I'm trying to get on that fucking train like tomorrow.
Right. I'm down.
Just fucking map rotations 24 hours a day. Oh my God.
Yeah, choo-choo, motherfuckers. I'm on that train too, man. Some of my fondest, I should say, memories of gaming was in the Halo 2 days. So, and it was LAN connected,
local network stuff.
Yeah, with a bunch of Xbox consoles.
I would do LANs on Halo 1, Halo 2 a little bit, but I feel like the time between Halo 2 and Halo 3 is when broadband came to my area.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like, as soon as I got broadband, I never hung out with anybody ever again. I just fucking stayed in my house. But it was like, I mean, we'd have like taken over somebody's entire fucking basement days.
Yep.
We'd go 4 Xboxes deep, 16 fucking people in the house.
Hell
Like,
yeah.
Duct tape someone to the roof.
Fucking stupid ass shit.
Last but not least, Microsoft File Explorer is getting a dark mode. So this isn't really anything you need to do, but in one of the coming updates for Windows 10, they're going to be introducing a dark mode for File Explorer, which I'm pretty fucking psyched about. Anything dark mode, give it to me. I'm all about it.
Yeah.
All right. First topic of the gaming news and discussion, Battle Royale Plague. Here to stay. So I kind of wanted to, we talk about Battle Royale games a lot on this podcast. The couple questions I wanted to ask you guys in chat, you're obviously more than welcome to give your opinion in chat if you want to. One of the story that made me insert this into the podcast was Call of Duty Black Ops 4 dropping the campaign from the full release of the game and having a Battle Royale style multiplayer in it instead. A couple other points before we get into discussion. Darwin Project, one of the newest Battle Royale games, just went free to play. And I just want to kind of get your guys' thoughts on whether you think Battle Royale gameplay mode is here to stay, with keeping in mind no other game has blown up like this game in the history of fucking anything. Like Fortnite is one of the biggest video games of all time in this short amount of time. Do you have a prediction for what game mode will be next? Do you think we're going to go back to standard deathmatch, team deathmatch, capture the flag? Do you think those are dead and gone for good? And if you're on the other side of the fence, if you like BR style games, how would you craft your own? What kind of BR game would you have, and what kind of game mode would it be? What's your idea of an ideal BR game if you were to create one? So I know that's a lot of questions out there, but I just kind of wanted to get your guys' current state on the game mode as a whole. Do you watch streams? Do you watch gameplay on YouTube? What's your extent with your involvement with the BR scene right now?
Before I fucking respond to any of this, if I don't piss right now, I'm gonna have a heart attack.
Go pee pee. Remember to semen on mouth.
I'll go first because I think I'll probably be the shortest one to talk about all this. And my opinion, maybe the minority for the people that are listening to the podcast and here, but I'm going to go ahead and say it. I am not a big fan of shooters, and it's not because I don't like the game themselves. It's just as I've gotten older and slower with my, reflexes. I've kind of, I used to be decent playing Halo back in my, early 20s, when those games were out. Nowadays, not so good. And it's kind of very much a fast response kind of Twitch type thing that you have to do. And not only that, but you have to, like any other game that's competitive, you got to practice it a lot. Do I enjoy watching them sometimes? Absolutely. But I simply just don't play it. I think the Battle Royale, it's going to be something that until the next big thing comes out, you're going to start seeing it in all types of games. As far as the Call of Duty shit goes, when was the last time Call of Duty actually had a good fucking single player campaign? Honestly. So who gives a shit? I haven't played a full Call of Duty game for years, so I don't really give a shit about that. For me, this isn't marketed to me. Again, someone who mainly plays single player games, the occasional multiplayer, but only like multiplayer in the sense that there's some type of cooperative element, not just, free for all style. So it's not marketed to me. But then again, I don't think I'm the typical market anyway for games. So they probably don't give a shit. My 2 cents.
Okay.
Salty?
How was your pee?
I don't know. It's great.
How many
Feel much
shakes?
better. At least 14. I don't know. I'm on the fence with this whole. I really don't like that every fucking asshole and their mom is jumping on board Battle Royale. I think Fortnite does it well for a very large margin of the market.
Streamers or devs? Are you talking about dev companies?
Both.
Okay.
Because there's a lot of people that were really good at that, played a lot of other games that seem to have been jumping on the Fortnite train just to try to fucking like ramp up some views and kind of ride the coattails of a few. And it works. I mean, Fortnite, I feel like, has spawned a pretty large group of very successful streamers that I had never heard about before that I enjoy watching. I mean, I watch Ninja and Dr. Lupo and High Distortion and C's. Those are all people I'd never watched ever before Fortnite came along. And the one good thing I feel like specifically with Fortnite is there's always people that are playing that are really good at the game. So whether I'm at work and it's 2:00 in the fucking morning or it's 11 o'clock in the morning, somebody who's really good at the game and is enjoyable to watch is always playing that game. So, but as far as like, is it oversaturated? Of course it is. But 2 years ago, you'd be saying the same thing about survival crafting games.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, everything is going to go through phases. Everybody's going to try to fucking cash in. Most of them are going to be too late to the party or show up with their fucking balls hanging out. Like, I don't like watching H1Z1 anymore. I think it's trash. I don't like watching. Other than that fucking vehicle battle royale shit they came out with there for a while. I thought that was hilarious.
Did you play it at all?
No.
No.
I'm not reinstalling that shit. And then, but when it comes to in the future, I don't think anybody's topping Fortnite.
No.
And I damn sure know for a fact that it's not going to be Call of Duty Black Ops 4.
Fuck no.
Like, what the fuck is the point of a Black Ops game if you're not going to have any story to it at all?
That's how I feel. And your multiplayer isn't capturing an audience. So
just call it fucking Call of Duty BR and get it over with. Don't fuck up the Black Ops franchise by inserting meaningless game.
Right.
On like everybody else has said in the past, Fortnite's free. And they're fucking billionaires. There's no way they're not billionaires at this point.
Yep.
Every time they release a fucking skin, every motherfucker and their mom is buying it. It doesn't matter how stupid it is, how fucking ancient the dance move is for the emote, or if it's a fucking, now they have background banners for your loading screens.
Yeah.
Like, it's like any other fucking super ridiculous skin like CSGO or League of Legends, where the game is so fucking cheap that everybody fucking owns it.
One thing I just now realized was that probably one of the best ways, one of the smartest ways Epic was able to get Fortnite into households around the world was the cartoon aspect and the lack of blood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an arcade shooter.
Yep.
It's an old school arcade shooter with a BR fucking scenario.
Right. Like, and like the conversation goes, Timmy, are you shooting guns? Mom, there's no blood. Oh, all right. End of story. And that was it. And that is probably why it's so goddamn successful, is because it's like the least violent video game.
Well, and it's tailored towards that group.
Yeah.
What's better? than
What,
to go to
console
your
plebs?
parent- What's better than to go to your parents as like a teenager and be like, "Hey, Dad, I want to get this game," and he's like, "How much does it cost?" If he's me, how much does it cost? And you say free. and
It's
like,
free,
yeah,
Daddy.
fucking
It's
download it.
free. Just download it, Daddy.
The download.
I mean,
Can,
that's like,
can I have your password, Daddy?
fuck no.
I actually just now also realized that, yeah, if you're on Xbox, you just download it from the App Store and then you just fucking go. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yep, PS4, you can download it. All of them now.
Nuts.
And now they have some fucking mobile version too.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the mobile version. And
My wife has been complaining because she teaches middle school kids. She's a teacher also. And like they're having a big problem with all the kids playing fucking Fortnite on their goddamn phones at school.
same.
Yeah.
Same.
I mean,
So
the other day I watched a fucking highlight from a college basketball game. The dude like fucking dunked on somebody and then did the fucking, like, he got fouled while fucking shooting. So he was going to the line anyways for a 3-point play, and dude is fucking like bandaging his arms, like Fortnite bandaging his arm. Just like
Oh my
kneeled
God.
down, and then the fucking people that were like commentating behind it were like, "Is that the Fortnite? Is that from a video game?" And the other person's like, "Yeah, he plays Fortnite all the time. Apparently, that's all he does." I'm like, "Cool."
Jesus.
My God. I don't know the exact stats, so don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure that in the last month or two that Fortnite has been out, it has grossed more than Candy Crush and Pokemon Go.
I read that too.
I don't know if it's
Damn.
combined, but
I think it's combined.
You think it's combined? Okay, so a lot of fucking money. Like, God, skins are just raking in the cash.
Well, and V-Bucks.
it's
V-Bucks
smart.
too.
It's super smart. I mean, it makes sense too, because if you think about it, parents, and this is coming from a parent, right? Kids, it's so much easier for them to ask, because for my kid, it's the fucking Minecraft coins is where he gets me.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, Dad, can I have $5 for some Minecraft coins? I'm like, did you do all your homework? Were you a good boy today? We'll talk. Did you read all your shit? It's like, I did. I'm like, all right, here's $5 of Minecraft coins, kid. You know?
And who can deny your gorgeous child? I mean, he's just too perfect to say no to. How do you do it?
Exactly.
Do you ever say no?
All right, here you go. Here's $5 go buy some shit on Minecraft.
Fucking
You know?
kids know that shit.
They do.
They know how to play your ass.
But I mean,
From a
if he had
young
been-
age.
if he was asking me, can I get a new video game? Like when I was a kid, a video game was $50-$60, you know? So like, if I were to, I mean, I didn't get a lot of video games. You had to go to Blockbuster because that was it. It was the $3.99 rental at Blockbuster, you know? That was doable, okay? Parents get a video to watch that they're watching in the living room. I'm playing a video game. Everybody's happy. But we're not spending the ridiculous money. That's the same thing. What's the deal? I want this new skin. Hey, I did good at school. I did all my homework. All right, sure, Billy. Here's your $4 so you can buy your fucking Fortnite skin. You know, it's smart.
Yep.
What
you think, 42? What you think?
I think them not having a campaign probably a good idea for them because the game's already dying. Might as well jump ship over to Battle Royale while you can and at least savor the Call of Duty lineup of games while you can. So I think it's probably smart for them. Like I said, I don't think it's definitely not gonna be taking over Fortnite or anything anytime soon. And I know we were talking earlier too about how, we all back a while ago we used to all play H1. That's gone. We used to all play PUBG. That's gone. Someday down the road, whether or not there is something that tops Fortnite, maybe not. But eventually something will top Fortnite, or we'll just get so over the fact of Battle Royale games that we'll be over it. But
did you see the fucking event yesterday? The Ninja event?
I didn't watch any of it.
I watched the first 20 minutes of that event through the first heat, like the first match, basically. And then I had to go. And I went back today. I ended up watching that entire fucking stream. It was like 5 hours long.
Yep.
It was so fucking crazy how that entire thing was set up. And then I started researching because it made me curious. I knew there was another H1 event going on at the same time. Ninja had close to 600,000 between the two channels that were streaming it. That fucking H1 event, I don't think it had 100,000 people watching it.
Which is still a lot, but yeah, compared to the others.
Sonder was saying 10,000.
I'd fucking believe it.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, I can't deny. I can't verify or deny those numbers, but because I asked in Discord, because I was watching it. We got home from IKEA around 9 o'clock, and we watched every single fucking heat that night while we were just building IKEA furniture, and it was crazy. It was unlike anything I'd ever seen before. For those of you unaware, it was Ninja Vegas 2018. It was a Fortnite event specifically for Ninja. It was something along the lines of if you killed Ninja in game, you got money. If Ninja won games, he donated money to charity. It was basically just a big event centered around Ninja, and it was really fucking cool.
It was legit. I mean, I just love the format of the tournament. If you kill him in game and you die the next person, you still get $2,500 for killing him.
That's awesome.
If you kill him and win the game, or if you just win the game and don't kill him, that's $2,500. So if you kill him and win the game, that's $5,000. In the very first fucking game, the guy killed him and went on to win the game. He was like the 20th person killed in the match. And the guy still made it all the way to the end and won the game, 5 Gs. He ended up winning the following game. So that's $7,500.
Is that blind?
Yeah. And then, what was it, like a 14-year-old kid fucking beat Ninja?
There was some weird rollover thing where money could roll over from round to round.
Only if he won.
Okay, so yeah, however many rounds he won. And then they were calling people from the audience to come up and play. It was just a really fucking cool event. Ninja did a great job being the center of attention. He didn't play as well as he usually did, but I mean, when you've got 650,000 people watching you and you're at an event, you're not going to play as well. His wife, we didn't even realize until halfway through the event that it was his wife that was hosting. Like, she was the main host of the entire thing. She did a fantastic job as well. And
I don't really understand why she had to wear like a fucking miniskirt the entire time.
Yeah, that was I noticed
the
that
whole fucking chat was so toxic every time she'd be on camera. It'd just be thick all the way across the fucking chat for like miles. What the fuck?
As the credits were rolling for that event, me and Weenie and I were just sitting on the couch, and like the screen started to fade to black, and I said, I can't believe we are sitting here watching this right now. It just sort of hit me that me and my significant other were sitting on a couch watching a video game event on a television.
While putting together IKEA furniture.
Well, yeah, while putting together, like that was
that was like a regular day.
Background.
Putting together IKEA furniture. It like hit me at that moment that holy shit, this is normal. And I put normal in quotes because it's normal for us, but like everyone else in the world is like, what the fuck are you guys doing with your lives? Getting bitches, bitch. So I just thought that was just fucking awesome. I just thought it was really cool. 42, did you give your perspective for the most part?
Yeah, I mean, the only other thing I was gonna say, I mean, if I were to create a BR game, I would definitely. I know there is already one out, but I think a VR BR game is such a fun idea. Like if there was a really well done game of it, like if there was something that had Skyrim VR's graphics, but you're in a battle royale situation where you actually have to physically like walk around and find certain items and pick them up and battle that way. Like it feels so real, right? Like you really feel like you're in it, and to be around other people and just try to be that last one alive would be pretty entertaining to me.
I want a low gravity Dragon Ball Z melee only VR battle royale.
Ooh.
Just nothing but flying around, Superman punching bitches, like maybe like throw some projectiles in there, like throwing knives or ninja stars, just something like take the guns out of it and make a BR game.
Can I say something?
Sure.
Yeah, no. Okay. So if I was going to make one, I didn't answer this part earlier. Obviously, it'd be fucking Star Wars. A fucking Stormtroopers versus Rebel Alliance battle royale would be fucking sweet.
Like, Jedi Academy.
Imagine the fucking skins you could get for that game.
Oh my god!
Purple lightsaber.
Well, you would have if it was battle royale. You would have to leave the Jedi out. Like I think that it just needs to be regular ground troops, like an actual. You know what I mean? Like Battle of Hoth sort of deal.
But what about like think Star Wars Jedi Academy or Jedi Outcast Battle Royale?
Yeah.
I'd play the fuck out of that.
The problem is then they'd have to figure out a way to limit how many fucking Jedi there are at any given point. You know what I mean?
No, just make all of them Jedi.
That's just stupid.
Either all Jedi or make the guns like if it's 3 swings with a lightsaber to kill somebody, then 3 shots with a blaster can kill somebody too.
I mean, we used to have that back in the Halo days with the fucking energy sword. Was one that kills.
Yeah. Energy sword shotgun battles, dude. That was the shit.
Yep.
Bullshit. Fucking hated. I was never any good with the sword ever.
I was good. I was good with the sword.
You know what would be even fun too? Like I know the one problem that people have with like games like PUBG is like it takes like you get in the game and you run around, and then you die, and then you got to restart and possibly do the exact same thing all over again. You know, it'd be a kind of a fun battle royale would be super fast paced, like Quake style, where you can pick up a fucking railgun, and it's just like you said, like low gravity, where you're just like bouncing across the map, and everyone's just like snap firing at everybody. But then like because you can die so quick, you just start back up another game right away, and like maybe it's not as big a lobbies as like PUBG would be, but
that round would be over in like 5 minutes.
I honestly don't know why they got rid of fucking anybody who played that fucking game mode that Fortnite put out. What was it called? The fast one?
Blitz.
They could throw the original game in the trash. And they could throw and just play Blitz.
Yep.
That is the game that you want. Double materials gathering rates than a normal game, a smaller map, and the storm comes in quicker. So from the moment you hit the ground, you have to be on the move, and it's so much fucking faster and more fun. Me and Vans played like 4 or 5 rounds one night, and I was just like, this is all I wanted to play. That's probably part of the reason why I haven't played since they took that out.
Super quick segue. Have any of you guys played, speaking of Star Wars, have any of you played Republic Commando?
Yes.
Yeah.
on my console.
Okay, me too, because I had to. All right.
Yeah.
But back then I
Great.
didn't know any better.
No, a great game. It is also on PC. I think you can get it at goodoldgames.com for like cheap.
Mine's on. I have Republic Commando on Steam.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure it's on Steam too, but I'm pretty sure it's on GOG for pretty cheap too. So
Dog.
gag.
Dog. Republic Commando is hands down probably my second or third favorite Star Wars game of all time.
It's really good.
They could make a new one of those and like fucking high def graphics. Like, just
Dude, they would bank.
Oh my god, it'd be so
I think it'd
good.
be pretty good.
They would bank.
42, what is your status currently on watching streamers play Battle Royale games?
Barely anymore.
Okay.
I same thing like Salty said. Like if I really don't have anything to watch, there's somebody that I can watch playing Fortnite or PUBG or something like that I'm okay with watching just because I understand the games and I need something to watch. But if there's like a long list of people playing stuff, I almost never go to those ones anymore. I understand why people like watching it because every game is for the most part different, but after you've watched it so many times, it's really not. Every game just ends up, especially some of the good people, they just win and win and win, and it's like,
yeah,
it's so hard to watch sometimes because it's like the same things over and over.
That's why I really enjoyed watching the Ninja event because he was getting shit on by people. And like,
how many games did he end up winning? Because I only saw him win one.
I think he only won one, if not two.
Yeah.
So, and one of them was by a 14-year-old. I'm crazy.
Dude, how many bragging rights do you think that kid came to fucking school with this week? He's gonna be
Oh.
like, "Hey, guess who I kicked, fucking killed on the internet this weekend?
I
Fucking
think
Ninja."
fucking they did a couple cool things. So they had 2 extra rigs on the stage, one on either side of Ninja, and then he randomly picked somebody out of the crowd, and then they like rolled a fucking spun a wheel, and whoever was at that station number got to go up and play on stage with Ninja 2 on the stream. I thought that was pretty cool. And fucking that kid that was like Make-A-Wish Foundation, and he came up and like your heart just broke when his mom was telling the story of all the shit this kid's been through, and he's just hyped to be there. And Ninja fucking sends one of the PAs into the back to grab like his own personalized jersey for the event and signs it and gives it to the kid. And then the kid fucking like gets him to sign his G502. And it was pretty cool. But I don't know. I'm kind of with Knackers where I was just kind of dumbfounded that this was a thing.
Yeah.
A real thing.
I think it's cool that it's a thing. I think I would not like it as much if it wasn't for the fact that the guy at the forefront is the guy who I think is a good role model for these kids. I think I'm not a huge BR guy. I'm not at all. But I think Ninja, if you're gonna have a guy at the top of Twitch, I think he's a good guy to have at the top of Twitch for these kids to be looking at. So I like that. I
agree.
Hopefully. I mean, yeah, everybody's a human, but
Yep.
I think that he puts out the right stuff, and as someone who I have to be a role model for my job. I don't know how good I'm doing of it, but he's obviously on a much bigger scale than I'm at.
But I mean, as soon as you push personality aside, his intentions are, from what we see, good. Like he's really trying to just do best by future generations. Like he's trying to make a name for himself in the gaming community to prove to people that video games aren't the evil that mainstream media is currently trying to make it out to be.
Certain mainstream media, but we're not going to go there on this podcast.
Right.
So.
Fake news?
Yeah.
Fake news?
Fake news.
As far as myself, because I generally watch a stream for the streamer and not the game, I actually watch a lot of people who play BR. I love CDN the Third. I love Dr. Lupo. I love Summit. I'm just now getting into Ninja. I can't watch a lot of Ninja, but I still think he's a great streamer and he's very, very good at the game. It's just personality clash, Right. It's just one of those things. I just think they're all great, genuine dudes who are like CDN. Out of all of those guys, is just looking to have a good time. He gives no shits about anything. And so I can watch all of those guys play for the most part. There's 1 or 2 days where I log on to Twitch and I see them playing Fortnite. I'm like, bah, nah, I don't really feel like watching it today. But I can watch all of those guys play Fortnite. But complete transparency, when I see any of my friends playing Fortnite and streaming Fortnite, I usually don't watch. And it's just because it's a weird thing. It's a weird thing with BR and personalities and streamers. And it's not to say that you guys are doing anything wrong if you are streaming Fortnite. It's just when I'm looking to watch Fortnite, I'm looking for a very specific thing. It's very specific. And if you can't deliver that thing, I'm not going to watch you. And that's just how I am with the playing for streamer and playing for game kind of ratio.
Yeah, because other than Fortnite, I used to watch a decent amount of H1Z1, King of the Kill, back in the day with Pineapples and Grims and a few of those guys. And a few of those guys that transferred from that world into Fortnite through PUBG. But I never watched PUBG streams. I never watch H1 streams.
Nope.
It's just and when I did watch H1 streams, I didn't watch just regular people playing it. I wanted to watch people that were just like shitting on other people.
Right.
Like Ninja, the way he played in that event was entirely different from how he plays every day. When he's just streaming and just fucking off for like 10 hours a day, he's like drop shotting people and fucking no scoping people from across the map and all kinds of stupid ass grenade tricks and shit.
Yeah.
He was playing like a normal human being during those matches because he was really try hard mode, fucking trying to win those matches.
And it was good to see that.
Yeah, it was good to see that. But at the same time, it's like, I'd rather just watch him fucking like 360 no scope fuckers with pistols and shit.
Impulse grenade up ramps and shit.
Or impulse grenade people off maps.
Yep.
Just stupid shit.
Last fun random fact as far as Battle Royale goes. Fortnite hasn't even hit China yet. And it's one of the biggest video games in the world.
It's Fortnite is going to be a big deal for at least another 2 years.
Hands down. Agreed.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And just think they never even initially started with that.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be a
No,
different game.
I like the normal game too. I just never. The only reason I ever play it is to fucking get coins to use in the other Fortnite.
I think. Well, you know what I like though, is again, it's not a game that's marketed to me. I've played it. I'm not very good at it. Whatever. I enjoy watching it sometimes, but I think what I like about Fortnite too, from the developer end of it, they listen to their community. Like they really take into account what people want to do, and they're trying new things all the time. And they're smart, man. I mean, they're smart. You don't get to be a game and have this type of popularity without having smart developers. You just don't.
I agree.
So, good on them, man. Good on them. All the success they've had, I think, is worthy. And we'll see.
I mean, other than the fact that they basically just dropped Fortnite in there post PUBG, post H1.
Well, and it's going to be interesting because Fortnite almost kind of came out of nowhere. Like nobody.
It definitely did. I mean,
it really came out of nowhere.
It was fucking dead until a few of the top streamers started playing it.
Yeah.
And they were mostly already PUBG players or H1 players. And then I don't think it really blew up until all these celebrities started playing it. I mean, Ninja has been slowly growing, but I feel like he went from like 50, 60,000 viewers to 150,000 viewers overnight with that Drake thing.
Yep.
And then playing with a shitload of not just other streamers, but other pros in Fortnite. I mean, he fucking streams with Dr. Lupo all the time, and they just rain fire on poor fucking unsuspecting children. And they're good together as well. Like personality wise, they're pretty funny when they play together. So I don't know.
there was a point of the Ninja Vegas thing where he said when he first made the switch from PUBG to Fortnite, how his viewership was going down a little bit, but his sub viewers completely tanked. And he actually came out to his stream and said, guys, I love streaming. I love playing this game. But if the subs keep dipping down, I'm either going to have to stop playing or do something else. You know, I got to, it's getting to the point where it's messing with livelihood. And this is back when Ninja was like 2,000 viewer Ninja. I remember I was talking to Weenie last night. I was recalling a Twitter, it's tweets from him saying how he was kind of, it wasn't really a hissy fit, but he was kind of complaining about how when either Summit or Doc went live, his viewers would drop a lot, like by thousands. You know, he would go from 6,000 or 7,000 down to 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. And I'm like, and fucking look at him now. He's quadrupling all of their viewerships on a daily basis. And it's just crazy to think about when Fortnite wasn't, like, Fortnite was the joke. Oh my God, look at this cartoon BR game. That's a piece of shit compared to everything else. Oh, what was that? Oh, hold on real quick. Let me hit this hype button real quick. Right next to the Drake button. Let me just hit these buttons both at the same time. Absolutely insane.
Dollar signs fly everywhere.
Right. It's like
$1
Mario
million
hitting one of those question mark boxes that just doesn't go away. Bing, 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 bing. So I enjoy playing Fortnite, but I think I have come to a decision where I'm just not going to stream Fortnite. If I'm going to play it, I'm going to stream it, or I'm going to play it off stream, just because there's enough people streaming Fortnite. Yeah. And nobody's coming to me for skill in that game. No. They're coming for missed shots and deaths falling off the sides of the map. So, next topic. Are you guys all good as far as the BR stuff?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yep. I wanted. This is we're coming up to the almost the 2.5 hour mark, so we don't have to spend too much time on this. How much do you guys spend time watching gaming content on Twitch, and how much on YouTube? There is a lot of Twitch streamers who record YouTube content while they're live on Twitch and then just take the highlight and upload it to YouTube. And especially in the Rocket League community, there are a shit ton of huge Rocket League YouTubers that have insane numbers, but you couldn't pay me to watch Rocket League on YouTube. I love Rocket League, but I will not watch that shit on YouTube.
There's like streamers in general. There's a lot of streamers in general that fucking do that shit. They just cross-pollinate.
Yep.
Both sides of the fucking thing.
Cross-pollinate. I like that. Salty, we already know how much like you watch YouTube. So you're still on the 40 to 50 hours or 40 to 50 gigs of data a month.
Semen on mouth.
Sperm on mouth.
I will look right now and tell you how much data I've used, because I think my month is coming up. But at one point I was up to like 100 gigs a month. Oof.
That's so much. What about you?
Fuck Verizon, bunch of punk ass bitches.
42. How much gaming content do you watch on YouTube?
95% Twitch, like 5%. I can't even tell you the last time I watched gaming content on YouTube. I just don't. I just don't use YouTube enough at all, and I actually kick myself a lot for it. I don't watch anything on YouTube.
Here you go. I've got 10 days left in my billing cycle. I'm at 69.24 gigs.
69 sperm on mouth. That's a
nice. Nice.
What about you, Jimmy? Nice.
I don't think I watch barely any gaming content. The only gaming content I watch on YouTube is occasionally I'll watch some Let's Plays of like a classic game that I used to play when I was younger or shit like that, like as something to be on in the background. But like anything current, no. Like I don't watch anything. But again, I don't think I'm the target market at all for YouTube. So fuck. I mean, YouTube I mainly use as like finding stuff for work, historical wise, documentary wise, and then instruction videos on how to do shit. That's pretty much how I use YouTube.
Weenie still gets down with the Let's Plays. There's two best friends who I think are extremely funny, but I just don't have the time or patience to watch Let's Plays. Game Grumps is another one that she watches a lot.
Well, it's one of those things you just kind of have on in the background while you're doing other shit. I mean,
right.
Yeah.
And I think that comes with I've talked about this before, but guilt as a streamer. If you're watching gaming content online and you're not watching streams, there's this little bit of guilt that you're not like supporting your friends and stuff like that.
I'm with you. Most what I watch is on Twitch too. I agree. Yeah.
Which leads into a quick segue / rant. The reason I have this podcast is so I can have calm, meaningful conversations with my friends who, have a level head and
that you can shit on their choice of what types of games and what they play their games on. Yep.
Look, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt and tell you that you didn't have a choice. You were just going with what you thought was best, okay? But on a more serious note, I've probably typed this out in a tweet 4-5 times. At least once a week, I type out a complaint tweet in Twitter, and then I just delete it because I try not to just complain.
Let it out.
YouTube thumbnails are fucking stupid. I hate the current meta of YouTube thumbnails right now. Everybody's got their fucking mouth open. They've got their self in the thumbnail. This bold neon yellow outline that goes around their whole body. Oh my God! Look at this thing I found in the game! Big bold text. You'll never believe what I found in this game. Hashtag hype. Hashtag no spoilers. I swear to God, every YouTuber and their fucking mother has a cutout of themselves in a YouTube thumbnail with their mouth open. Everybody has their mouth open. It drives me fucking insane.
I guess I never noticed because I don't watch enough YouTube. I don't notice any of that. Like I obviously don't watch enough YouTube.
For how much YouTube I do watch, I know exactly what he's talking about.
I'm not doubting it. I don't notice it.
And here's to their defense. I've watched a couple videos on YouTube thumbnails. There are algorithms that look at your thumbnails, and it really matters what your thumbnail looks like depending on where your video goes.
Makes sense.
Yeah. And so there's a certain meta right now about YouTube thumbnails and titles that it's just the way you have to do it because the market is so saturated. Mm-hmm. You have to do it that way in order to get your videos out there.
You have to have all caps at some point in your title.
All caps. You need to have like parentheses emotional or parentheses hype. Of course, you have to have yourself in your thumbnail with, a bold color outline. Your mouth has to be open. You have to be pointing to something. It's just like the most epic thumbnail of all time. And it just, oh my God, it just makes me so, I see the thumbnail. It just makes me not want to click them. And then it's like, you'll never believe what happened. 35-minute video. Oh, I'm sorry. I just had 35 minutes to spare. Let me just walk through this 30-minute video to try and find out what you're talking about. Oh, your game glitched and you fell through the map. Welcome to playing fucking video games on the internet. That's my rant of the day. It's so bad. It's so bad right now and I can't stand it. YouTube just makes me angry.
So many. I still... Because I didn't really say anything before, but I definitely still 50-50 both platforms. And I do watch probably just as much gaming content. I watch way more gaming content on YouTube than I watch non-gaming content on Twitch. I'll put it that way. I don't watch any non-gaming content minus a DJ every once in a while on Twitch. I don't watch IRL shit. I don't watch fucking any of that crap. if it's not a game I'm interested in watching, then I just don't watch it. And I've been pretty. That's one of the reasons why I do watch so much content on YouTube, is because most of the shit I'm interested is not shit normal 20. How old am I? I'll be 30 this year. It's not shit that most younger people give a fuck about. I subscribe to like 8 woodworking channels. I subscribe to a lot of the older YouTube channels, like Slipgator, Achievement Hunter, Rooster Teeth, all those guys. I still watch some of their Let's plays. Jesus.
Let plays.
Like, for the most part, beyond a couple streamers, and I say a couple because it's literally, I think, like 2, I don't watch most popular streamers on Twitch. I pretty much just watch people I know, at least to some degree. So,
Okay.
I definitely a significant proportion of that 70 gigabytes I've used so far is YouTube. Probably more so on my phone than at home. Because if I'm at home, I'll watch Twitch.
Okay.
Because it's so much easier. Just throw it up on the TV or the computer. But Twitch just has such a terrible mobile presence. And I'm hoping it just got better, because they just updated it on my phone yesterday. And it looks like they added a ton of new shit. So
I will, even for being in the Metro Detroit area where there's 4G pretty much everywhere that I go, which on mobile still sucks. If you're not on Wi-Fi, it is not great at all. You don't know what's happening. Sometimes chat will freeze and the video will be fine. Chat will be rolling along just fine, but your video's frozen. Sometimes you'll get video with no audio.
And the VODs, that's the biggest thing for me. The reason why YouTube is so great is because I could have 1x fucking signal in a metro station and watch a fucking playback of a video, but I can't watch a fucking VOD on Wi-Fi on my fucking phone without buffering a shit ton. So
right, yeah, it's not great. And there's been a lot of times where, like, sometimes if we're driving and I don't feel like listening to something, I'll just put Twitch on and point it towards Weenie so she has something to watch, like, while we're driving, and it freezes just all the fucking time. Like, it freezes, the audio will cut out, and I'm just like, you know what, fuck this, we're just putting on the goddamn AM radio. And yeah, I mean, not even just mobile, watching VODs on the web with Twitch is still shitty. The website as a whole is still really bad. Yeah,
it's fucking Amazon, for Christ's sake. You have more computing power than damn near every company in the fucking world.
Like, yeah.
Yep.
That's a story for another day.
and YouTube's owned by Google, which is currently holding the top of the computing power in the fucking world. But Amazon's got to be right there.
Oh, has to be. Absolutely.
No doubt in my mind. They're at top 3.
Especially because
it's probably Facebook, Google, and fucking. And that's just because Facebook's just constantly. That's all the data mining.
Right. They have to. But Amazon has the ability to host the entire internal infrastructure of a company virtually. Like, they have that ability
without any fucking problem.
Right. But Twitch still runs like shit. Somehow. Yep. Oh, Jimmy's dancing. Oh, he's going. Oh, baby. Oh, kill him. Oh, yo, you wore the perfect shorts for that. I'm pretty sure I saw, like, the creases in your butthole. He doesn't even know what's coming. Oh, sperm on mouth.
Sperm on mouth.
I wanted to get into this final point, but because we're nearing overtime, and I think I'd rather get to the question and answers from chat. We had this whole thing about the bully hunters thing happening with, there was this whole video production put into
I don't even know if I want to I don't even know if I want to start getting into it because it went up and down so goddamn fast and it died. I don't even know if it's worth the conversation anymore because it's no longer a thing. The domain is gone. Nothing exists anymore. Do you guys just want to give a quick summary of your thoughts about what happened with that whole fiasco?
Yeah, I don't give a flying fuck about that shit. I don't care.
I second that.
Get off your fucking high horse.
Get off
you
exactly.
dipshits.
Just fucking. Yeah.
I don't have any fucking. I just don't care. That's why, like, the best thing about the fucking internet is that it is 100% not giving a fuck about what you have to say. And people will get behind you and people will lift you up. But the moment that you see a fucking flaw or that somebody lies to you is the worst thing somebody can do on the internet. It's like bold-faced lies. Your whole fucking support structure just collapses and we get to laugh you all the way down until we stand over you and teabag you in the face.
Yep.
I had to do a bunch of research about it after I had heard about the fall of it, and I don't even care enough to discuss it. Honestly, it was such an up and down that it's just like,
I just feel like, I mean, don't get me wrong, bullying and all this shit, it's terrible. I don't know why it's changed so much from when I was a kid to where now it's this big problem. When I was a kid, there were bullies everywhere. And you just either put up with it, told somebody else about it, or you fucking kick their ass.
"Excuse me, mister, can you please stop?"
Like, fuck them. Just whoop their ass. Like, I don't care. I don't get it. And that's not something against anybody who's obviously been seriously affected by it. But, like, I don't know when it came from just kids being kids to, like, this crazy ass problem that needed other people to step in and hunt bullies. Like, fight your fucking bullying with hypocrisy. That's gonna fucking work, you stupid cunts.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll sum this up as much as I can. I have followed and unfollowed Zombie Unicorn more than any other person on Twitter, probably. For whatever reason, I have always tried to give her another chance. I think deep down, I believe that she has good intentions with terrible execution. Obviously, Bully Hunters was not her thing. It was a thing, and she was brought on. This is a touchy subject because it's really easy to sit in a room full of guys and you know, like, kind of like throw judgment towards female gamers. Like, it's really easy for us because we probably deal with 10% of the stuff that females do, especially nowadays. Maybe not back then, but now. We need, and I have had this conversation many times before, where any female can get started on Twitch much easier than a male. Like, I've compared numbers of starting on Twitch compared to just females, and it's pretty easy to get an initial following just being a female. However, the shitstorm that you will deal with for the rest of your streaming career does not equal the stress of a male having to come up on Twitch. You know, they obviously go through way more bullshit than we do. Just being a female. Hands down, no question about that.
And that's just keyboard warrior shit, man.
Right.
That's the same on any platform, no matter what. Social media, fucking, it's just a shitstorm.
That's not, if we're still dealing with racism in modern day, there's no way that gender discrimination is going to go away faster than racism did. Like, it's going to be around just as long.
Yep.
With that said, there's no way that fighting fire with fire in this situation was the right call whatsoever.
Nope.
Can I say something?
Yes.
I only was just kind of been interacting with chat for this moment, and I thought what Sano was said is interesting because he wrote, "Bullying is farther reaching now. Everyone has a social media presence. It's one thing if it's just a school; it's something else if it follows you home. Nowadays, bullying is it's not just the shit that's happening where you're at school. You know what I mean? It's
Right.
everywhere. It's pervasive. So." It changes the landscape of bullying, and what we grew up with as bullying is not bullying today. I mean, a lot of the bullying that happens online, you know,
Yep.
whether you have the mask, you know,
Nobody has the balls to do it in person anymore.
yeah, yeah.
I almost wish I was growing up in today's society as a kid nowadays, because I would most definitely be kicked out of school. Because I'd still be whooping that ass.
Yep. Yep.
Like, fuck this. Fuck these stupid ass kids and their fucking high and mighty attitude towards the world. And you're gonna tell me at fucking 16 or 18 how to live my fucking life? Like, fuck you. Fuck all of you.
This is why we have Salty on the show.
Single one of you.
There's
just don't-
Salty. I know he's back, boy.
Yeah.
I just can't. I can't do it.
Yeah.
Even though
Self-righteous.
I've been unfollowed from Zombie Unicorn for probably a year plus, I still took the time to listen to her entire explanation stream of everything that happened. And while I don't vibe with her, you know, I just don't agree with the way that she goes about. My final point with her is, if you were somebody that treated everybody else how you wanted to be treated, if you have a history of being the bigger person and treating people with kindness and respect, even though you were getting shit on, everybody's opinion would probably be a little bit different. But because you've got the last 4, 5, 6 years of hard evidence of you calling people dumbasses, retards, morons, you know, cunts, it's hard to be sympathetic.
Yeah.
And when you know you do not deserve the hate that you are getting. But when you are reacting in the same way that you're getting attacked, you are inviting more hate instead of being the bigger person and turning a blind eye. Now, again, it's really hard to just, I'm a white male. It's really difficult for me to be like, oh, well, that's not what you should do. You should do this. I don't face the trials and tribulations that these women do. So take what I'm saying with a grain of salt. But when you have somebody like her who's just known for just being so mean to people in response to getting attacked, it's hard for people to be sympathetic. So I respect what she's doing.
You
but
get that same fucking argument where it's like, well, I'm a victim, so I can be an asshole. It's like, no, that's not how it fucking works. If you want to change the world, you have to be the example.
Yep.
Yeah.
Not the reason.
And I learned that a year or two ago. I used to be the same person where if somebody was an asshole to me, I would just be an asshole right back because it was fun and I thought that they deserved it. But that attitude does not get you far. It's a very lonely path that you walk acting that way. So,
well, and that's just it. Is a lot of these kids aren't going to realize how lonely that fucking path is until they're too old.
Right. And that's
do
just
anything about it.
That's part of growing up. So I respect what she's doing. I think she has good intentions. I respect that she's standing up for female gamers as a whole, because I definitely think that they need to defend themselves. I mean, there's obvious threats, but this bully hunters thing was the absolute incorrect execution, I think.
Yeah, it was terrible.
So, women, we love you. You have a safe place here, okay? But that was the wrong way to go about it.
Yeah.
All right.
We need a better spokesperson.
Indeed. All right. Next up, chat Q&A. So real quick, there is actually 2 commands that you guys are going to be able to use in chat here. Real quick, I wanted to, if anybody in chat has been playing God of War, I want to get your quick summary of the game so far. If you love it, if you don't, what are your quick thoughts about it? I'm going to read your thoughts as soon as we get through the question and answer. So if you want to talk about God of War really quick without any spoilers, all you got to do is type !answer in chat, followed by your answer. and we'll read that off in a little bit. But first, we're going to do the question and answer. We have collected all of the questions that chat has asked throughout the show. So what we're going to do is go through those questions right now, read them off, and get the answers. So, first question comes from G for Greg. Why you crying, bitch? Kappa. I don't know what that was in reference to.
To your 5-year stream.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I cried for an hour, I think.
It happened.
If not, yeah, it happened.
There were a lot of breaks to go to the bathroom that weren't breaks to go to the
Next question comes from Scopes. Has anyone here played the new God of War? Stealing my content. You're stealing my content, Scopes. Has anyone played the new God of War, and does anyone intend to play it?
Yes. As soon as I'm done with Far Cry.
Is it a PlayStation exclusive?
Yes.
See.
Nope. I don't have a PlayStation. I don't plan on buying one, so I'm
I
definitely.
own a PlayStation.
You can find me at twitch.tv/middleaged stream to watch God of War content.
Middle-aged stream / console.
On Xbox live stream to YouTube.
I own every console. I own PS4, Xbox, and a Switch.
Good
I've
job, buddy. Yay.
I've got a Wii U, a Switch, and a PS4. All
I
in
also
the
have a
house,
Wii U.
I'm actually the next game after Skyrim is Super Mario Galaxy 2, which I'm equally as excited
I'll be
about.
watching you play that. I'll be watching you play that.
Is that a Wii U exclusive? It's not on
No,
Switch,
it was
right?
It was actually on the Wii. It was a Wii game.
Whoa. Okay, we're going back in time.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you can download it because the Wii U plays Wii games. So
Oh, it's the same way I played the first one then.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dope. Okay. Next question from Scopes as well. I've only seen streams, but it's so pretty.
Yeah, she fucked that one up. That was not
Somebody
meant to be
ban. Can I get a ban on Bit Scopes in chat, please? Thank you. Okay. Next.
I got you right now.
Next question from G for Greg. What is your feel good meal when you are down?
Mexican food. That's my feel good meal. It doesn't matter what fucking mood I'm in.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. My favorite food is ribeye. Like I could be in the shittiest mood ever, and if I have a medium rare ribeye, what? What's so funny?
Matt Weenie's feel good food.
pussy.
Pussy.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. But yeah, I could be in the shittiest mood ever, and then I get a medium rare ribeye. Man, I'm in a good mood all of a sudden. So yeah, I mean, or Mexican food's good too. Enchiladas, cheese with some nachos, bean and cheese nachos, little sour cream, little jalapeno. Probably makes sounds just like that.
Oh,
While I eat it.
The fucking place by me that I go to get Mexican from is literally it's closer to get there than anywhere else.
Mhm.
So it's the closest restaurant to me overall. And it is fucking amazing, authentic Mexican food.
Bro, all I'm gonna say is I
Coming-
believe you, but I live in Texas.
I've been to San Antonio, I've been to Houston, I've been to Dallas. It's on the same level.
Okay, so you got a good place then.
The way that you test a Mexican joint is how good their mole is. If their mole is trash, don't fucking eat there.
What
If
about
you-
their guacamole?
Any motherfucker can make guacamole. But true, authentic Mexican mole sauce is something that it takes life experiences. And that fucking place has a burrito that's as big as my fucking head that costs $8.
Look, I believe you. All I'm gonna say is
Console
I'm sure. Okay, you know what? You know what? Listen, you can talk all the shit that you want. All I'm gonna say is I believe that they got some good Mexican food in Maryland. It's more likely that here, right next to fucking Mexico, that I've got better goddamn Mexican food than what you're eating up in fucking Maryland. That's all I'm saying.
I think
All
that's
right.
fair. I think that's fair.
That's all I'm saying, man. Just like you got better fucking seafood than I got access to.
I don't know
I
about
love
that.
seafood.
Texas seafood's fucking awesome too.
There's some good. We have some good shit here too, but you know.
Especially 40 twit.
Boneless hot wings.
So chicken nuggets.
It's comfort food. What do you want from me? You're gonna make me want to go eat them right now. You're making
This
fun
whole
of me.
podcast is
So
just
you want
like
chicken nuggets?
Yeah.
this
Sitting
whole
on each
podcast
other.
is just
Comfort
going
food,
straight
come
down
on.
the shitter. It's just us shitting on each other the entire time.
I'm just gonna title this podcast "Sperm on Mouth."
It'd be
Listen.
pretty accurate.
You know, I've
It's so hot in here.
I've been extremely lucky to
Bye.
Hey.
I've been extremely lucky to be in a good mental spot the past couple months, and it's really hard for me to think of eating when I'm down, just because I've been extremely lucky to be, on top of the mountain, for once. So I don't really know. Like we have our once a week cheat meals, which is usually like burgers or wings or seafood or pizza. But I don't really know. I'd probably say pizza. I'd probably say pizza or wings. It's probably like, man, I feel shitty. Let's just go eat some shitty food. It's probably one of those two. But at the same time, like, we've been making such good meals for meal prep lately. Like, I've always looked forward to every single meal for both lunch and dinner because they're both so delicious. So, I don't know. I have no idea.
Rice cakes with ranch.
What the fuck? I do love rice cakes. Like rice cakes, brie, and jam. It's fucking great. Rice cakes and avocado. That's good. I actually haven't had.
What the fuck? Rice cakes, brie, and jam.
Bro, I'm telling you, rice cake, get some double brie, put it over top, get some strawberry preserves, not jam, but preserves. Strawberry or raspberry preserves, put that over the top.
Jam. It's the same shit.
No, it is not. Jam and preserves is not the same thing.
I will agree
Okay.
with him on that.
We'll
Yeah.
save for the next podcast. I obviously don't know enough about fucking
Jelly.
preserved jelly products.
For what? Let's just say you persevere in Mexican cuisine where you lack in preserves.
Obviously. You know what? When I come visit, you're going to have to show me the truth. Show me
I
the
will-
truth.
Man, we got shit
And
planned for you
instead
when
of
you're
me
here.
getting up 2 hours before everyone else, walking to the place to get donuts and coffee and coming back while everyone's still asleep, then why don't you just fucking, have some breakfast there at the house? How about that? We'll do that this time.
So, AKA, you set up a console for him in the living room.
There is a switch in the living room ready for you. Look, Jimmy, I'm going to be
Oh my
honest with you.
God.
Those sleeping hours have not changed. Okay.
I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it. I'll be getting some fucking donuts and coffee before y'all fucking even wake up.
We did appreciate the donuts. We did.
I'm sure you did.
I'm the same way. It sucks waking up early all the time.
It's just it's part of my life.
Yep, me too.
I messed up the order of these questions. I don't know what happened. I think I clicked. Next question from Scopes. Do you have any opinions on the competition Ninja held? We kind of already talked about that.
No.
Next question
Cool.
for Greg. What is your... Okay, I skipped Scopes' question on accident. We did Greg's question. J Bun asks, with the new PC setup, what about the security flaws of Intel and AMD with Spectre and Meltdown, reducing all performance a maximum of 30%? I didn't pay any attention. I thought it was a huge, mainstream media scare tactic. And
It
then
definitely was.
it was here, and then it was gone, and I never gave it a second thought.
Most of
Yeah.
the security updates have already been patched.
Yeah.
We're good.
You gotta update your PC. So
And it
Right.
was
And
also,
back it up.
wasn't it was just certain models. It wasn't like every AMD, every
Yeah.
Intel
Well,
ever made. It was just certain ones.
it was the older ones that it affected more. Like the newer ones that have come out, not nearly the performance drop. So yeah.
Fair enough. Next question from Scopes as well. In your own words, why is the Earth flat?
Fuck you.
Come on. Fucking you sound like one of my students I have a student who's a fucking flat earther, I like the kid, I do, but
he's
every
retarded.
chance I get, I
There's no
shit on
way.
him in class. Like I'll find a way
Oh,
to be like to make fun of his ass because he believes in like flat earth theory. And I just bring that shit in discussion and everyone just rips on him and it's great.
that's fucking stupid.
Yeah, it is stupid. I'm
The
like,
fact
dude,
that that's a thing.
I think he does it just for fun. I think he does it just to get a rise out of it. I don't think he actually believes it. So I just
Yeah,
like to
but
make
that's
him
the kind
feel
of kid that
stupid.
just grows up to be an internet troll.
Yep.
That's the next
Mhm.
Milo Yiannopoulos.
Yeah.
Right
That's
there.
that's a future bully hunter right there.
Right.
Maybe. Maybe.
Fucking god damn it.
Last question, and most importantly, comes from you, Cross. Out of all of you, who has the worst receding hairline?
Hmm.
I think that should be quite apparent by now, right?
I don't know, man. I'm feeling pretty good about myself, so can't really say much.
I think you guys all have perfect heads of hair. And you know, to my defense, my front hairline wasn't nearly as bad as the hair that was in the back of my head. Like the front was okay. It receded a little bit, but it was mostly in the back that was fucking up my mind the most.
I have to give you credit though. I'm glad you just embraced it and just instead of trying to like hang on to shittiness, if it was gonna get, you know what I mean? If you noticed it was starting to get that shitty, embrace it, man. Embrace it. Because you want to be one of those dudes that start with the weird comb overs and you go down that crazy rabbit hole.
Yeah.
We
Feeling good.
went at IKEA yesterday. The amount of balding dudes that I saw in that place, I was like, I'm so happy I made the choice that I did.
Yeah.
Because every time I see my mom, she says, Nicholas, please grow your hair out. I'm like, Mom, what the fuck don't you understand? It's not going to keep growing. It stopped. Do you not see your husband? Thank you for that, by the way. Like, she's confused. Like, she is certain that I am, like, I want to be careful with what I say here.
A skinhead.
Yes, I'll go with skinhead instead of saying the other thing I was going to say. She's like, but Nicholas, it's just the way that you look. I'm like, I don't have a fucking choice. This is how I am. You did this to me. I'm sorry. But yeah, I just like I tell the people that I see that see me for the first time, it was nowhere near bad. I could have gone probably another 2, 3, 4 years with an okay head of hair, but I'm just not going to be one of those guys that tries to comb my hair a certain way so I look less bald than I did the day before. I just be bald.
I know people like that. It's fucking stupid.
And you guys know, I don't think anybody really knows this, but leading up to when I shaved my head for the past year and a half, I would take a picture of my scalp and see how bad it was almost every single day. Every single day, I was worrying about how it was looking, and it just stressed me the fuck out. And I got so sick of it, and that's why it's all gone.
I'm 100% on the same train. If I ever start losing my hair, it's fucking gone.
By the
Yeah.
way, how many of you guys can fit your head inside of a butthole? None of yous. Pro here. I'm a pro at it now. I can do it.
He's a fast swimmer now.
I can swim so fucking fast now up the anus. The anal cavity is no fucking problem for me. All right, that is it for the questions. I didn't know if we got any answers regarding God of War. Let's see, opening up. Come on, CSV. Come on, CSV. Scope says the highest I saw yesterday was 490K viewers on Ninja Stream. This is not about God of War. Ban Scopes. Ban Scopes.
I think the answer command was open prior to
that business.
Yeah.
Fair enough. God of War looks dope. I want to play it. I won't get to it for at least 4 months, but the game looks cool, looks challenging. And
what's your sub select up to now? Like 20 fucking games?
Oh
not
my God.
20.
4 years.
Yeah, only 17.
There's 10. There's 10, okay? There's
That's
10
a
in the
lot
queue.
of content, though.
It's a lot
It
of games.
is. I mean,
Especially with fucking,
4 months.
especially bringing like Far Cry 5 into the mix now.
Oh no.
yeah, like I'm not done with Skyrim yet. Witcher 3 is coming up.
Then The Witcher 3, which is easily 100+ hours of content.
Yeah, I'm stopping Skyrim at 100 hours. Phantom Pain, I'm gonna cut early. Witcher 3. I'm actually
you got Phantom Pain on that list.
Yeah.
You've got like every big game that's been made in the last 5 fucking years, man.
Not my fault. That's the best part of Subselect. If anybody complains, it's not my fault.
It's fine. It's just holy shit.
Yeah. But chat, the community has done such an amazing job of picking games for me. I have not played a single game that I have not liked. I've liked every single game that I've played, and
I'm excited that you're going to be playing Galaxy 2 next. Because I never made it all the way through that game. I only played the beginning, so I'll probably end up watching you play most of that game.
I'm pumped. I'm super pumped. All right, and as the clock strikes 3 hours, we must bring this podcast to a close. So what we're going to do is we're going to go around the room one final time and reintroduce you to all of the guests. They will throw out their social media, any special events that they have coming up this week, and then we will bring this episode to a close. So, Salty Sam, what's going on with you?
My name is Salty Sam, and you can find me on Twitch at Salty Sam. I dropped the finally, and I will be streaming tomorrow.
Why you got to do that? Are you going to be doing it while I'm at work?
I always do it while everybody's at work.
God, you suck, man.
I won't have a choice. I have to work tomorrow night. So I'm going to stream in the morning.
I'll try and pop in.
So it should be around 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And then other than that, I'm just fucking around the garage like always.
Good man. Holy voice crack. I screamed way too much this podcast.
Good man.
You did have a couple rants.
Man. I hope you don't like consoles like a plebe.
Milk throat, rants, and sperm on mouth were all factors of my throat on this day.
Sperm on mouth.
Bronchitis.
Guys, my name is Jimmy, aka Middle Age Stream. You can find me on Twitch and Instagram at Middle Age Stream, on Twitter at Middle Age Stream. Drop the D. Drop the D. I usually stream 3 days a week: Mondays, Wednesdays, Saturdays. Monday, Wednesday this week I'll be playing Far Cry. Saturdays I'll be playing the old school games. Thanks for having me on. It's been kind of cool to know that I'm a permanent member now.
It's awesome to have you on, dude.
Yeah.
Yes.
Feels good.
I am Mr. 42, and I am on Instagram and Twitch, Mr. 42. Also on Mr. 42 TV on Twitter. And I do stream Mondays and Thursdays. I'll probably be doing a whole bunch of more Skyrim VR, modding, playing, plus throw motherfucking dicking people.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, out of all of the decisions Bethesda made in the development of that game, them giving you the full Fuss Row Da within the first 5 hours was the best decision that they made. Like, thank you for not making me have to work for the full Fuss Row Da. Penis. My name is Knackers. You guys can find me on this very channel, or you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Knackers with 3 A's. That is going to call it for this episode of Crocs and Hot Pockets. We will be back next weekend with a special edition of the podcast. It's still happening, but there's also a chance of it not happening. It all depends on how much time I have to prep this weekend. However, there is a plan for this weekend to be a special edition of the episode or of the podcast. Myself, Middle Age Stream, and Nip Nops will be doing a podcast that is strictly built off of a Q&A. So I wanted to get a couple people together and do a Q&A for people to ask questions. And we're also going to have some points that we want to cover. So if you guys are fellow streamers and you've got questions that you want to ask to other streamers, please be here next Sunday for episode 60 of the Crocs and Hot Pockets podcast. Regardless of that, we will see you back here in 2 weeks for episode 61. Another free-for-all coming at you real hot and real dry. And seriously, everybody in chat, everybody listening in the future, thank you for tuning into the show. We appreciate all the support, and we hope to see you back. And we'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.
Sperm on mouth. Sperm on mouth.
Sperm on my mouth.
Yeah. Woo.